Complex, Gem Restorations, Jerseys, Crystal Clear Pools, Larson Painting, Lawn, Land and Beyond, Let It Fly, Lipsticks, Low Temp, Modella, Old Market CBD Dispensary, Omaha Glass Pro, Omaha Tap House, Optimal Tea Council Bluffs, Quality Fence, Rife Construction, South O Roofing, Wall to Wall Wine, Winchester's Bar and Grill, and Yance Equipment.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Liberty First Arena. The Omaha Beef are back at the Slaughterhouse as Omaha plays their last regular season game of the 2025 campaign. I'm Todd Walker. There's Jason Unger, Kirk Heyer coming along as well, and Jason, you know, a lot going on here. Most importantly, since the last time we talked, Omaha defeating Sioux City a week ago, punched that ticket for the playoffs. They are 6-1. They will be in the playoffs in the National Division of the National Arena League. We also know they will be playing the Colorado Spartans. Where that will be, we will know maybe by the end of the night. We'll talk about that, but we'll definitely know by next week. Omaha, though, playing some of their best football this season, as we saw last week up in Sioux City.
Yeah, the Omaha Beef offense, Todd, seems to be clicking on all cylinders. They've scored 125 points their last two games, including 55 up in Sioux City a couple of weeks ago. It's hard to tell exactly what's going to happen here tonight, not on the Beef side of things, but more on the Shreveport side of things, as there's been a lot of roster turnover here in the past 7 to 10 days for the Rouxgaroux.
Well, if you follow indoor football, you know things happen. I guess we'll put it that way. And what the result of those things are, I guess we're going to see on the field tonight, Kirk Heyer. We have seen this stuff before, but we'll dig into it throughout the night because it's going to be hard not to have this be one of the storylines of the night. Shreveport has released a lot of their team from a week ago. They have signed a lot of players. They were players that were on, well, I missed the last game. Apparently there's a game here a couple weeks ago against the Dallas Falcons, that was a pretty good game, right? Oh no, he's not working. Why is that not working? I should have tested the headset. We'll get back to you. Hold that thought. Jason, yeah, same question. Apparently this Dallas Falcons team, Omaha seemed to squeak by them 70-0, but there's 9 players on that roster now wearing Shreveport uniforms here tonight.
So I'm not sure that is a good sign for Shreveport, since the last time those guys were on this field, they took a beating, like Todd said, 70-0. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens here tonight. The Rouxgaroux, of course, have credit for 4 wins.
Really?
Two of those,
how'd that work?
2 of those forfeits, another against a non-league opponent. So they really only have 1 win against an NAL team. They got a win for defeating Carolina. We're not
sure. No one else did, so not sure how that works. But and the league hasn't really said how any of this works. That's kind of the interesting thing as well. Back to you, Kirk. Kirk, are you with us now? He is not with us. Why is that not working?
Hey, a couple of weeks ago we were having a similar situation.
What was the situation?
The mic didn't work.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we'll want to fix that. We will.
Yeah, we're going to try and time out. We've got some time.
That thought, Kirk. So back to Shreveport. It's a team that Omaha played early in the season. They defeated them. They actually played pretty tough in a couple of those first couple of games. They actually played Beaumont tough a couple of weeks ago. 1-point game in Beaumont, trying to get Beaumont their first loss. But you mentioned some weird things going on. I don't know what their plans are for the season, to be honest with you. They're technically still in playoff contention, which starts 2 weeks from tonight, which this team has gone and scheduled a game against that, again, team we talked about, the Dallas Prime, 2 weeks from tonight. So I guess they're planning not being in the
explain. I mean, I don't know how you explain that to the players on the team when you're scheduling games.
Don't worry about the playoffs. We'll be playing somewhere else. Playing games after the season ends. That's a whole other thing.
Yeah, that's kind
of interesting. Things that professional teams and leagues tend to not do as well. So, a lot of questions, but the bottom line is Omaha needs to win tonight, no matter who is wearing those uniforms, to try to get that first round home game, and more importantly, they still could host a championship game. There's a couple scenarios involving that. We'll talk about that, how it's affected with Beaumont, who's already qualified in the American division as well, and how this all goes together. We're going to take a timeout while they play the national anthem. We're going to get Kirk Heyer's headset fixed, and then we're going to come back and kick this one off. Omaha, Shreveport, National Arena League football actually coming right back here on the NAL Network.
You in need of screen printing, embroidery, or iron-on clothing customization? Then look no further than Anytime Tees. No order is too big or too small. We want to be your turnkey solution for all of your custom apparel, clothing, and promotional items. Sports teams, birthday parties, company events, or functions. See why the Omaha Beef uses us for their needs. Contact us today to begin your free quote and let us handle the rest. Call us at 712-256-1151 or visit our website at www.anytimetees.com today. Again, that's Anytime Tees, proud supporter of your Omaha Beef.
At Beyond Golf Bar and Kitchen, we are indoor golf and so much more. Whether you want to come enjoy a laid-back round of golf on one of our 5 golf zone simulators that allow you to play some of the world's most famous courses, to enjoying our gourmet menu of food and appetizers, accompanied by a full-service bar or craft beer while watching the game on one of our many big-screen TVs. We are the destination for you and your friends to come and relax while having a great time. Visit our full menu online or book or simply call us at 402-916-4727. That's Beyond Golf, your entertainment headquarters at 12040 McDermott Plaza in La Vista. Proud sponsor of the Omaha Beef.
Brooke Peters, Master Plumber. Hot water not working again? Water leaks, backed up drains, leaking faucet, or toilets got you down? Don't worry, because we've got you covered at Brooke Peters, Master Plumber. Our team of honest, efficient, and professionals are here to make light work of all your plumbing needs. We are licensed, bonded, and insured. If you want the job done right the first time, then call us for all your plumbing needs. That's Brooke Peters, Master Plumber, 402-346-0235. Crystal Clear Pools was formed by a team of hard-working professionals in the greater Omaha area. With over 14 years of pool building, servicing experience, as well as over 16 years of concrete construction experience, we are well equipped to make your dream a reality. Call Crystal Clear Pools today, 402-250-7. Let It Fly Sports Bar in downtown Omaha. Our 12,000 square foot flagship located in Omaha District seats 400 guests and includes 80 television monitors, 48-foot diagonal LED screen above our 40-foot main bar, a state-of-the-art podcast studio, and private dining room, plush booths, team tables, 2 outdoor patios, and private guest lockers for the fine wines and spirits, and one-of-a-kind retail shop on the main level. It's all spread out over 2 levels. Come visit us, Let It Fly Sports Bar downtown today. Lipsticks. Jersey Sports Bar, Grill, and Kino, they opened in the summer of 2010. Since that time, it's grown from a humble local haunt to one of the finest sports bars in the Omaha metro area. Maintaining its promise of standard cuisine, Jersey's has perfected the art of bar food and as what the Omaha World Herald referred to as a menu on steroids. Jersey Sports Bar, Grill, and Kino offers over 20 local and international beers on tap and dozens more by the bottle. Full liquor and wine selection completes the available choices, and live Kino where you can win up to $50,000 in cash, leather Kino chairs, darts, video games, and a staff that prides itself on prompt, friendly, indulgent service. It sets them apart from the run-of-the-mill sports bars. Whether you're wearing a tie or Tevas, come on in and see for yourself why Jersey's is raising the bar for sports bars in Omaha.
who have served and sacrificed for this country. We recognize that here this weekend as we continue our tribute. And the colors have left the floor as we celebrate Memorial Day weekend here in Kirk. I'm here. Hey, there you are. How about that? Have a bird sitting on the line or something. We got it worked out. Technology, how about that? Hey, other big thing this weekend, our third Hall of Fame Ring of Honor class for the Omaha Beef is going in. We will be doing that at halftime. Some big names there. I mean, big names just hanging out up here near us. I don't even know if we should be up here, to be honest with you, but it's looking forward to bringing that third class in, including James Kerwin, Alan Burrell, Courtney Grigsby, all coming in at the half. Yeah, it's going to be great to see the guys again. And these Hall of Fame games are wonderful, no matter who we're playing. This team, they got support. I had talked to them before. I said, how was it? Well, the bus broke down. They were waited for 2 hours. They come up here, but they're still football players, and they got a game to play. And this isn't high school. This isn't college. This is a little bit past that. And I think they'll do a good job. As we get ready to kick off here, we talk about all the time in sports in general, but especially football. You want to be playing your best ball at the end of the season. I think we've been seeing that improvement from Omaha compared to the first week of the season or before that, if you want to go back to that. You've seen how this team has developed. Shreveport, on the other hand, the trajectory seems to be going the opposite direction there. And, it's how you finish, right? It's putting that full body of work together. And it's a new team, too. I mean, how many years do we have here in our history? A long time. 26, I believe. Yeah. So something for somebody to be and to come on and have any tradition and whatever. But maybe some of these people are going to have to start it. They're going to start some tradition for Shreveport. Maybe tonight. We'll find out. Maybe it was a new tradition. I saw them painting their helmets in the parking lot before the game because they didn't have enough white helmets. No. That's fun tradition, right? Yeah. I mean, why not, right?
Thank goodness Sherwin-Williams is open on Saturdays.
Oh, it is good, right?
That's right.
So, we're not trying to, we're just trying to set the tone of what we're looking at here. Bottom line, though, this is a professional indoor football game. We got 2 teams that are supposed to be professional, and we're going to see them kick off against each other. And, right, you settled on the field, right? Yeah, I think, defense is read and react stuff, so that's not going to be a problem for football players. It's the offense. To follow up a little bit more, a week ago, Shreveport plays a non-league, I guess that's what they call it, non-league game against that Dallas Falcons, not Atlanta Falcons team that Omaha beat 70-0 2 weeks ago. Right. A game that the Dallas, not Atlanta Falcons are winning for a lot of the second half. Yeah. Until the final seconds, it gets tied up at 38, believe it or not, at the end of regulation. There's a bench-clearing brawl. The officials talk. It's about 10 minutes later they come out and declare Shreveport, I guess, victorious by forfeit. Okay. We never saw a follow-up. The league never issued any statements on it. We never really saw anything official out of it. I guess it's a forfeit win. As far as we know, we saw one player suspended from that game. That was Cam McCauley, who actually was formerly with the Beef before a few weeks ago. Right. If you watch that, he's the player that ran in for about 20 yards out to hit a player right when it kind of got started. But nobody else is suspended. Again, no official word from anybody. If you leave the bench, you know that's a suspension. Yes. So a lot happened. We don't know how that game was decided. Apparently, Shreveport was victorious, though. So congrats, and then, as we said, half that team's here now. Well, now, wasn't it a couple of weeks ago that they gave Beaumont the run, right? They did. They took them down, lost by one. And we thought leaving here, when we were leaving here, that they'd actually won. We're jumping up and down, and then the last play of the game, they won. I never jump up and down. We're ready to kick it off here at the Slaughterhouse. And jump up. Oh, no, watch it there. Watch it there. We're not that old. We're ready to kick off. Action at the Slaughterhouse for the play-by-play. Here's my good friend, Jason Unger.
Appreciate it, Todd. Just seconds away from kickoff here at the Slaughterhouse. The Beef are going to receive the opening kickoff, and if you're watching on the NAL Network, you can notice these new uniforms, Hero Night uniforms for the Omaha Beef here tonight.
So you know one of my favorite things, and Shreveport's doing it, not having a kicker on the roster. So, you know, should be a good start. We'll see where this ball goes.
Well, it looks like number 21, Adrian Jefferson, is teeing it up at the goal line. As Todd mentioned, not a kicker, so
not a kicker.
I mean, anything is
why waste a spot on a kicker?
Essentially possible here as we get things started.
He looks like a kicker.
It's a spinner. It keeps it on the field.
Spin.
It's going to be picked up near the 15-yard line and brought out to the 22. That's Adams on the return for the Omaha Beef. So they will start at their own 22-yard line with the football first. The Omaha Beef offense, as we mentioned in the pregame, clicking on all cylinders as we get into action tonight.
We want a roster we got a handwritten roster from Shreveport, right?
Yeah, we got to get
we don't know positions, but
handwritten rosters.
At least their handwriting is better than mine. I would not be able to read mine, so that's a positive.
The Beef offense clicking on all cylinders, 55 points 2 weeks ago in Sioux City, of course, led by quarterback Zoe Brown. He's got Taylor in the backfield with him. He flips it out to his left. It's caught by Moose, and he advances it into Rouxgaroux territory where the Beef will set up shop after a short gain on first down.
Quick pass, not a lot of tight coverage there, very soft, finds a quick 5 yards and takes advantage, take what they give him into Rouxgaroux territory on the first play of the game.
I think the Beef will be able to manipulate this Rouxgaroux secondary with their talented receiving core here tonight. Conliff, of course, Moose, having huge games against Sioux City 2 weeks ago. They're going to keep it on the ground this time, and Taylor is met rudely at midfield, and he is going to possibly lose a yard or two on that toss play.
Shreveport is a team that, you can move the ball on. We have seen that on defense this year, giving up a lot of points. And also, something we'll have to watch for tonight, leads the league in penalties, an undisciplined team where they give away a lot of free yards.
That's something the Beef are going to have to work on tonight, not getting caught up on all that extracurricular activity after the play. Brown drops back to pass, has to reroute Conliff over the middle, and the pass fell short, incomplete. So that's going to set up a fourth down on this opening drive for the Beef.
Well, it's kind of that no man's land right here. Brandon Negron will leave that offense on the field, be about 49-yard field goal attempt from here. They don't have Brandon Stewart, so obviously, 49 yards is a long ways away. So we're not going to keep that offense on the field.
Although Caleb Shudak, 2 weeks ago, of course, the NAL Special Teams Player of the Week, and Shudak has kind of found his groove as we've moved through this NAL season. Got off to a rough start, but he's been kicking the football with much more confidence here lately.
Omaha has to take a timeout. And that was one thing we saw last week up in Sioux City, Jason Unger, was if you want to grade the team, had a tough time getting some of those plays in before the play clock. Definitely want to work on tempo, but a good timeout there where you have a big fourth down. It's already 4th down and 6. You don't want to add 5 yards to that.
Yeah, I think if you're the Beef, you really want to convert this first down and keep this drive alive and jump on Shreveport early and possibly get on your way to putting them out of their misery and earning your 7th win on the season. The Beef come into the game 6-1. The Rouxgaroux 4-4.
Omaha on offense this year, 14 of 21 on 4th down, 67% on that critical 4th down. So we'll see if they can move those chains and keep the momentum going here on the opening drive.
That's a pretty good number, 67% on 4th down. Let's see if they can convert here on 4th and 7. Brown alone in the backfield, takes the snap, looking for a man wide open. Wow, that is Conliffe. No one accounting for number 12. He was all alone. In fact, he was so all alone, Todd, I'm not sure Lorenzo Brown could believe it.
Was almost too open. You saw he was so open. Brown did not want to miss that pass. Almost left it a little short, but as you mentioned, nobody down there. Collins comes back to the ball. Could have fair caught that one. You know, it's actually those are some of the toughest passes to catch sometimes, where you're like, oh my God, I got to catch this one, Kirk. Right? If I miss this, that's embarrassing.
He was so wide open, Brown kind of short-armed that pass, but Conliffe was able to haul it in at the 5-yard line and take it in for a score.
Well, flag on the extra point.
The extra point is true, but we have a flag down on the play.
It's going to be a legal defense. They'll bank that to the kickoff. 5th touchdown of the year for Devonair Conliffe for the Beef. Big 4th down conversion, 26-yard pitch and catch from Lorenzo Brown. Omaha out in front, 7-0. Timeout on the field. We will be right back. It's Hall of Fame night. Beef lead Shreveport here on the National Arena League Network.
Crown Trophy has over 40 years of experience providing award and recognition items to thousands of leagues, organizations, corporations, and educational institutions, just to name a few. Our friendly and experienced customer service staff is available to provide assistance and guide you through the award selection process. Our number one goal is to make your awards program and presentation a great success. Feel free to contact us today, 402-573-5500, Crown Trophy.
Welcome back to the Slaughterhouse. 4 plays, 7 points. Omaha out in front, 7-0.
The 12th touchdown pass of the season for Lorenzo Brown. He connects with Conliffe, and just like that, the Beef are on top. That extra point was good, right?
Yeah, they declined that penalty or banked it.
The scoreboard has it 6-0.
Well, you would have taken the penalty if he missed it, right?
Correct. We're gonna go with 7-0. I'm sure they'll get that corrected here inside the stadium.
We talked in the coaches show on Monday night at Let It Fly. One thing, Tom Albino, you know him.
Albino.
I'll go with Albino. You say Albino, I say Albino. I didn't know if he really coached, I'll be honest with you, he's in charge of special teams, but kickoff coverage the last 3 or 4 games has been as good as you can get in indoor, maybe the long field for opposing offenses.
It's been spot on. Special teams has played well. Of course, the Beef still looking for that elusive first kickoff return touchdown of the season.
Who's our quarterback?
Will Tubman is back there, number 1. Tubman tries to get it out in the flat to LaMarcus Preston, but
That's close.
he's not a big guy, Tubman, and D'Anthony Hall Steele is a big guy, and we've seen Hall Steele get his hands on a number of passes at the line of scrimmage, and he did right there once again.
So this guy wasn't with Shreveport or Dallas, not Atlanta Falcons last week, so I don't even know where he's from.
Will Tudman. I'm guessing it's his first.
That ain't gonna work.
Going nowhere on second down is the Shreveport running back. Not much running room. Rockman waiting for him in the hole. Nothing doing on second down, Todd.
Well, third down for Shreveport. They need more than 10 yards, and you talk about a big ask. Shreveport this year on third down hasn't converted a whole lot of them, only 18% on the year.
Tudman drops back to pass. Huge going the wrong direction. And he's going to be brought down in the end zone for a safety. Paul Steele was back there. I think that was Ralph Turner who was back there to bring down Tudman in the end zone.
Well, the only thing good on that play for Shreveport is he almost thought about doing something dumb and losing the ball in the end zone. He actually protected it. He had no chance. First three snaps, we have seen absolutely no pass protection for this quarterback, Kirk.
No, none at all. And they do have some size on their offensive line. Their defense not very, very big, but obvious passing situation. The guys ran right past him.
9-0, Omaha out in front. We're not even 5 minutes in. We'll be right back. Hall of Fame night at the Slaughterhouse. You're listening to Omaha Beef Football across the National Arena League Network.
Lipsticks, proud sponsor of the Omaha Beef, where we are your official adult entertainment club destination. We're open 365 days a year with Girls, only 5 minutes from downtown Omaha on 16th Street and Avenue O in Council Bluffs, with up to 20 dancers nightly. So come visit the official adult entertainment destination of the Omaha Beef, Lipsticks. Crystal Clear Pools was formed by a team of hard-working professionals in the greater Omaha area. With over 14 years of pool building and servicing experience, as well as over 16 years of concrete construction experience, we are well equipped to make your dream a reality. Call Crystal Clear Pools today, 402. At CBD American Shaman, it's our mission to bring wellness to the world. That's why we follow the best industry standards and have even developed our own technology to make our products fast, effective, and safe. When you buy from CBD American Shaman, you can find relief and rest assured at our CBD offerings. Beginning your journey with CBD and hemp products can feel intimidating at first. You've heard of the amazing benefits of CBD, but where do you start? Whether you're looking for help with wellness, beauty, or pain relief, we are committed to helping you find the product that's right for you. CBD American Shaman at the Old Market. 10:07 remaining here. First period of play, Omaha out in front, 9-0. Omaha, they have the momentum, that's for sure, Kirk. I'll tell you what, it's been ugly so far for Shreveport, especially on their first offensive possession.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, but these guys haven't been together. I mean, there's no... And defense, you can read and react. Offense is going to be a lot different as far as the blocking and so on. And even knowing being as an offensive lineman, knowing how your quarterback sets up, so you get proper blocking angles and so on.
I have the roster from last week's game Shreveport played against the non-league Dallas Falcons. 10 of those players for Dallas are now on the Shreveport team playing here tonight.
I wonder speechless.
If they had any secrets that they learned last time.
Now, I could try to play devil's advocate and say, hey, if that team took me to overtime, I'm going to take their players because they're as good as mine, I guess.
Right.
But that's not a good scenario either.
No. You could tell on that opening drive that there just was not a lot of cohesion for the Rouxgaroux.
Let's talk about what's going on in the other part of the National Division. Omaha's going to play Colorado in the playoffs. We know that. Colorado's up I-29 tonight playing Sioux City. If they were to lose to Sioux City tonight, Omaha hosts that playoff game 2 weeks from tonight here at the Slaughterhouse. If they are to win that game and Omaha hangs on here tonight, they'll play to host that playoff game out in Denver next Saturday night.
Yeah, so a lot on the line in Sioux City. We, as Beef fans have a hard time cheering for the Bandits, but I think there are going to be a lot of Beef fans tonight. Yes, hoping
Here goes a not kicker.
the Bandits can pull off the upset tonight over Colorado. Adams fields the kick at the 20 and is going to be put into the dasher boards near the Rouxgaroux 20-yard line. We've got some pushing and shoving.
We mentioned last week Shreveport against Dallas, who's now kind of the same team, whatever.
Right.
There's a lot of undisciplined play in that game. We saw pushing and shoving, and of course the game ended with some sort of an altercation or whatever. Needless to say, Brandon DeGro's been preaching to his team this week. You cannot get involved in that. They have things to play for. You can't get thrown out of games. You can't get suspended going forward. You just can't take the bait.
No, you have to make sure you play it close to the vest and do not get involved in any of those altercations after the play. The Beef on top 9-0, just getting started here at the Slaughterhouse on Heroes Night. Happy Memorial Day weekend, everyone, across the NAL network. Wow. Tobias Taylor, huge hole up the middle.
Downhill. Flags on the play behind.
We do have flags, a couple of flags down. Huge running room for Tobias Taylor off the right side, but we got to sort out this penalty situation.
This is going to go against Shreveport, and it's going to be tacked on to the end of the play.
Junebug had about 100 pounds on the guy he was blocking, too.
He's got 100 pounds on a lot of people, Kurt.
Yeah.
Illegal block below the waist. That was on number 11. Let's go to our handwritten roster. That is illegal. I can't read that.
I always find it interesting, Todd, when the defense gets called for an illegal block below the waist.
Cannot go below the knees of the National Arena League, period.
Correct. But is he technically blocking?
He's hitting.
I mean, he shouldn't really
should have been doing
blocking.
anything. And he's got 2 uniform violations from what I can see here.
You're gonna need another piece of paper
tonight.
Yeah, you're gonna need another piece of paper to keep track of all of that. Let's see if the Beef stay on the ground.
No chance.
No chance for the Shreveport Rouxgaroux to stop champ. Tobias Taylor goes in untouched for the second Beef touchdown of the night.
Untouched is understatement. I mean, that was a hole. I mean,
Yeah.
it parted. If you're watching on the replay, I mean, he even let up on speed. He didn't even need to run in on full speed to get the touchdown, and Omaha's up 15-0.
The Omaha Beef offensive line has played well all season long. The running game has improved over the last 3 games, and the offensive line has only given up 4 sacks all season. Hurrdat taps on the extra point.
You know how much I love kickers, Jason, so, I mean, we might as well give our props. Hurrdat already 2 for 2 tonight.
Yeah.
So 21 of 26 on extra points, which I believe he missed 3 of his first 4 to begin the season, so he has found his rhythm.
Yes.
It helps to have the proper mechanics and players out there, obviously, on the snap and on the block, but he's over 80% on extra points here for the season. Shreveport hasn't even kicked an extra point.
And
or attempted one.
I think he's 20 for his last 21 on extra points is Hurrdat. And again, he was the NAL Special Teams Player of the Week 2 weeks ago in the Beefs win in Sioux City. So the kicking game finding its rhythm, the offense finding their rhythm. The defense has not really been a problem all season. The Beef allowing just 21 points a game coming in to this one.
I was actually told before the game that Shreveport's wearing their Mardi Gras uniforms. Now, I'm not sure what's Mardi Gras about these, to be honest. My sister-in-law is actually right down here at the end. She came into town tonight. She's from New Orleans. I should ask her.
Yeah.
What is this?
We should get some clarification on that.
I think it's just the jerseys they had left over, but I'm not sure what the Mardi Gras part. And Mardi Gras was over 2 months ago. But other than that, it's, it's festive.
Hurrdat puts the ball in the air. It's going to be returned by Ladarius Cook. He finds some modest running room before he is wrapped up and taken down by the NAL's leading tackler. I believe that's Marcus Gray getting up off the bottom of the pile for the Beef. So the Rouxgaroux are going to start at their own 11-yard line. Coach Russ coming onto the field, Todd. He's got his play sheet. He's all ready to go.
Yeah. He's going to need it. He needs some plays. Call the good ones.
Only call the ones that are going to work.
Yeah, he needs the ones that go forward right now.
Correct. Tubman remains at quarterback. He's flanked by Adrian Jefferson. Jefferson to his right. Tubman takes the snap, can't find anybody, wants to run it, and he is crushed near the 10-yard line. That's Rockman again, in on the stop for the Omaha Beef.
You know who's going to the Ring of Honor at halftime? Our good friend James Kerwin. He's up here with us.
Coach?
He is a coach. He's too good for indoor football now. He's moved on. He is coaching. He's coaching championship level flag football now. We'll have him on though in the second half. Can't wait to talk with him. No, seriously, great honor though to have him and the entire class that will be highlighted at halftime here. Third class going to the Ring of Honor. That's offsides.
Second down and 10. Tubman looking downfield. Ball is going to be intercepted. That's Terrence Jackson Jr. climbing the ladder for that one. And the first pass attempt by the Rouxgaroux is going to end in an interception and a change of possession.
13th interception thrown by Shreveport this season.
And the 20, let's see, I had the number here on number of interceptions by the Beef defense this year. 17th interception of the season for the Beef defense. Terrence Jackson gets his first pick of the year for the Beef, and that's going to set the home team up at their own 18-yard line.
Shreveport moves to -8 on turnover ratio this year. Omaha +12.
That's been a huge factor in the Beef's success this year, Todd. +12 in the turnover margin. Brown looking down again, looking for Moose. He had his hands on it, but it was tipped away.
That was good coverage.
Good coverage right there by Anthony Dixon, number 3 for the Rouxgaroux. Tipped it away. I thought he was going to find Moose. That was a pretty well-thrown ball as well by Lorenzo Brown. But give credit to the defender. He knocks it away. It's going to set up second down.
Anthony Dixon was with Shreveport last week, so congrats to him making it 2 weeks.
A key returner.
Key returner, obviously. And he showed why right there. Pretty good coverage on that long pass. Omaha, though, you could tell, looking for the kill. And I'd expect them to just keep testing that secondary, see if they get the big play.
I think Coach Negrone feels pretty good right now with the running game and knows that they can do whatever they want on the ground. He's going to work on some things in the passing game, including a screen to the leading receiver, Moose. He stretches the football out. That's going to be a first down, 11 yards on that second down pass play.
And I think he just nailed it there. I think he feels comfortable enough that he's going to try some stuff. You know, he came in 4 games into the season. He's still working some things in and trying to get some things solid for a hopeful playoff run for Omaha.
The screen pass to Moose nets 11 yards for the Beef, and they move inside Rouxgaroux territory, where they'll have it first down. Taylor to Brown's left. He's going to get the football, running right up the A-gap. Finds some initial room, but then he's finished off by a couple of Rouxgaroux defenders. It's going to be a short gain. It's going to bring up second down and 7.
David Ross, a second half addition out of Western Connecticut. Another big body in that backfield, though, for Omaha. 6'2", 225 pounds. He's looking for his first touchdown of the season with Omaha, but you can see the confidence. He gets that ball. You can see him. He looks like he's running downhill as well. You know he's coming, but you got to stop it.
Tough to bring down these big backs for the Beef. Second down and 7. 4:20 left in the first quarter. Brown takes the snap. He wants to throw it. Plenty of time. Flips it out to Taylor. Good catch. It almost slipped through his hands after he was advancing the ball downfield, but Taylor hangs on to it, and it's another Beef first down.
Kirk Hire, Lorenzo Brown, being the veteran that he is, could not be more comfortable with the time he's getting in the pocket right now. He's just taking his time, looking at all of his options, and everyone out. And it looks like it's moving in slow-mo for him.
The Riverwood defensive line isn't very big either, really. I mean, and they're probably outmanned by 40, 50 pounds a man.
Well, that's a good thing if you're on the other side, right?
Yeah.
Reggie Patrick up front, of course, for the Beef, along with
The June Bug
at right tackle, and Ross lining up at left tackle. He raises his hand, so he is
leg game, and that's the one thing, again, Omaha needs to work on. Oh, they're going to give him the timeout for Brandon Negron. He saw that, took the timeout, but again, they need to get that tempo. That's the one thing we saw up in Sioux City that Omaha definitely wanted to work on. Omaha 20 of 24 in the red zone this year, 83%. They get down there, they score points.
That's efficiency.
20 times, 19 via touchdown. We got a timeout on the field. They're driving cars out here. We better take a break. 3:24 to go. First quarter play, Omaha 16, Shreveport nothing. Omaha knocking on the door to score more. We'll be right back. You're listening to, I think it's professional indoor football right here on the National Arena League Network.
Let It Fly Sports Bar in downtown Omaha. Our 12,000 square foot flagship located in Omaha's Capital District seats 400 guests and includes 80 television monitors and a 48-foot diagonal LED screen above our 40-foot main bar, a state-of-the-art podcast studio and private dining room, plush booths, team tables, 2 outdoor patios, and private guest lockers for the fine wines and spirits, and one-of-a-kind retail shop on the main level. It's all spread out over 2 levels. Come visit us, Let It Fly Sports Bar downtown today.
Ample Sheet Metal Works has been Nebraska's leader in custom metal fabrication since 1903, combining old-world craftsmanship with modern technology to provide an unparalleled specialty metal experience. Providing services ranging from small personal items to large commercial and industrial projects has been the trademark of a local company with over 120 years of combined shop experience to draw from. Just contact our staff at HampleSheetMetal.com or call us at 402-341-4305 and get the special product and customer service you want and deserve.
Optimal T in Council Bluffs is a hormone replacement therapy clinic specializing in testosterone therapy, low T treatments, and weight loss. Located in Council Bluffs, they offer affordable treatments specific to each client's needs. They diagnose and treat with a single purpose in mind, to promote a happier and healthier life for each of their clients. Visit them online today at OptimalTCB.com for more information.
We are back at the slaughterhouse where Omaha's looking for a slaughter, and so far it's been all Omaha. 3:24 to go in the first quarter play. 16-0. Omaha has the ball inside the 10-yard line. First and goal. Kirk, I'll tell you what, and you go back to big plays, right? But it was that 4th down. I mean, they converted that. That really set the tone. They converted with the touchdown.
And they're going, you can't say, here's some people that have never played together. They're coming in, but they're still trying to compete and do themselves. So, and even with the trip up here, the problems they had, the trip up here, all of those things, we got to kind of take your hat off to them because, they're football players. They aren't bums.
That's right. And the Beef have played well here in the first quarter. They're on top 16-0, 3:24 on the clock. The Beef have used 2 of their timeouts, trying to make sure that they can get plays in before the play clock expired, but they're going to have a first down at the 6-yard line, already leading 16-0. Conliffe, a 25-yard touchdown reception from Brown. And Tobias Taylor takes it in from 6 yards out, making it 16-0 early for the Beef here at the slaughterhouse. Brown looking over the middle, has a man open. Touchdown, that's Brentley Allen. Allen getting in on the action.
His first touchdown for Omaha.
His first touchdown catch for the Beef. That was a dart from Brown. Had a little seam. Allen sat down near the back of the end zone, and he hauls it in for 6 more for the home team.
I missed the Dallas game a couple of weeks ago.
It feels like we're watching it all over again, Todd.
Seems similar, huh?
Similar. Yeah. Yep. Shudak looking to add the extra point. Moose with the hold, Adams with the snap, kick is up, and this one is just wide right.
Where's Brandon Stewart? That's unacceptable. We're not going to deal with that.
You know, it never fails. We were pumping him up, talking about how good he has been. I believe that's his first miss in 3 games as far as extra points go. So the lead is going to remain 22-0. It's all Beef, 2:28 remaining in the first quarter.
Omaha fans curious up the road. They've kicked off. Sioux City out to the early 7-0 lead. Again, if Sioux City is victorious tonight, Omaha secures that first round playoff game at home against Colorado. Next week's game against the Spartans out in Denver would be meaningless.
And it's unusual to talk about this time of the season, Todd, but Iowa really nothing to play for in that game.
You know, and I don't want to start anything, but actually I do. You know, if I'm a Sioux City fan, you look at that schedule. You look at these non-league games. I know why they put them in, but they could have scheduled league games. Sioux City got none of those. So they didn't have any of those, you know, kind of cupcakes in the middle to, you know, help themselves out. You look at, they traveled to Beaumont. They traveled to Wheeling. They traveled to Idaho.
Yeah.
I mean, they had long trips. I mean, they did not do any favors for Sioux City this year.
Shudak's kick taken in the back of the end zone by Ladarius Cook, and he brings it out to the 15-yard line where he's tackled by, I believe that was Kai Black, in on the special teams tackle for the Beef. They're going to mark it at the 13-yard line. That's where the Rouxgaroux will start their third offensive possession, and to say that it's been a struggle offensively would be an understatement. The Rouxgaroux unable to get much going here in the first quarter. They've thrown an interception. They've had a couple of running plays that have gone nowhere.
It is their best field position, though.
Correct. Their best field position of the night. They start at the 13-yard line. It's Tudman at quarterback. He's got Jefferson to his left. Takes the snap, looking over the middle. Pass is tipped and almost intercepted. That's TDG getting his hands on that one.
You have to figure he's going to bring one down at some point. He's the league leader in interceptions with 6 on the season. Good pass defense right there. That wasn't his moment, but you know he's going to come down with one of these balls or at least try.
He's waiting for one.
He made a great break on the ball, too. He came about 7-8 yards across the field to get that ball.
Good to see veteran Ponce de Leon back in the Beef secondary, playing safety. Good to see him back in the lineup. Second down for the Rouxgaroux as time ticks away here in the first quarter. Tudman back to pass, rushed, and
That didn't work.
brought down. That's Rockman again in the backfield. They have not been able to block number 0 here tonight, and he comes away with his first sack of the night. That's going to bring up 3rd and long for the Rouxgaroux. We're going to see how they do have to get. It might not have to take this snap as the play clock and the game clock almost in sync. We'll see if they do take another snap here before the second quarter. It's been all Omaha here tonight at the Slaughterhouse. They're up 22-0. That will be the last play of the first quarter.
Best thing they've done all night.
I was going to say it, but
I did.
you did it for me.
You're welcome.
22-0. Omaha on top of Shreveport here at the Slaughterhouse. Heroes night. Come back for the second quarter. We'll have it for you along the NAL network. We'll be back in a moment.
Yant Equipment has 2 locations in Omaha and Lincoln. Yant Equipment is licensed or certified in installation and removal of both underground and above ground storage tanks, and is licensed for calibration of refined and LP gas meters in the states of Nebraska, Iowa, Missouri, and Colorado. Yant has calibration trailers with 100-gallon LP, 100-gallon refined fuel provers in key areas of the state. Yant Equipment is experienced in all divisions of the petroleum industry, including retail, wholesale, bulk, agricultural, and industrial. Call today, 402-345-6045. At Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits, we strive to provide our customers an exceptional variety of beer, wine, and spirits while delivering a best-in-class customer experience. Our team of experts are here to help you find whatever new or favorite familiar beverage you're looking for and get it at a great price. Need help finding the perfect beverage? Just ask. Come visit us today at Wall to Wall Wine.
Back at the Slaughterhouse, 22-0 Omaha out in front of Shreveport after 15 minutes of play. They are tied up at 7 up north, Colorado, and Sioux City. If you want to watch a more competitive game, I'd tune over to that one on the network. I'll be honest, that's a good one. Our good friend up there, Brandon, called that game.
Are you even watching this game?
No, I got it right here. I'm watching the Sioux City game.
You're watching the Sioux City game. All right.
What did you think of your Sioux City experience, by the way, for the first time?
Had a good time.
He went for the first time. He saw how officiating works up in Sioux City last week.
Well, they had to be, the last time we were up there, and I told you we had a call from the circus saying the clown was missing. I was talking to one of the back judges.
He had them come. They came right over and talked to us. I mean, he saw it firsthand. It was an experience.
It was interesting. That's for sure.
Well, and I can't remember who it was. One of the players that grabbed in the end zone and went at a fan and started wailing on him.
That's okay. That happens. Yeah, he's in Tommy.
Third down and 14 for the Rouxgaroux. A pass over the middle is caught. Complete.
Oh, for 13.
But just short of the first down yardage needed.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to, spoiler alert right here, they're going for it.
That was
They got no kicker.
Lamarcus Preston bringing in that one. So really the first positive play offensively for the Rouxgaroux here tonight. It's going to set up 4th down and 3. Fourth down and 3 for the Rouxgaroux. They trail it 22-0. Needless to say, they need something good to happen here on 4th down.
They need a first down.
That'd be a good start. Tudman looking downfield, doesn't have a receiver anywhere close to the vicinity.
That's a stop.
He was looking for Laughing House, but it was no laughing matter as he was covered well by Terrence Jackson. So that 4th down play is not going to work.
Fun side note, Laughing House was the quarterback for the Dallas Falcons last week against Shreveport. How about that?
That's a great last name.
Oh, I do like that.
So that incomplete pass is going to result in Omaha's 4th offensive possession of the game. They've turned their first 3 into touchdowns.
And I believe all 4, well, no, I take it back. The first one started with the 24-yard line, but the rest of them have been in Shreveport territory. They've had the short field all night long. They're going to start at the 20 of Shreveport. I don't think the Shreveport guys know where the ball is because they're lined up in front of it. They need to back up. Here we go.
There we go. Yeah.
They're trying to listen into the huddle.
Well, whatever it takes.
So the Beef are going to start at the 20-yard line. Brown remains at quarterback. He's got Champ Taylor to his left. Takes the snap, jet sweep action, gives it to Taylor. He's off the right side for good yardage before he's knocked into the dasher boards.
So who gets a logo on their helmet if you're Shreveport? What's it take?
I did notice there were a couple of players with logos on there. Most of them are just, your white standard Sherwin-Williams painted helmet.
One guy's got an area code. Everybody else is from
there is an area code
nowhere or something.
Okay.
I don't know.
Anyway, that run's going to net Taylor 4 yards. It's going to set up 2nd and 6 for the Beef at their own 16-yard line. Brown in the shotgun has Taylor to his left. Takes the snap, looking downfield. Can't find anybody. Has all day. Tries to get it across the middle, but that pass is incomplete. He was looking for number 5. I don't have a number 5, Todd, on my roster. Is that Langford? I couldn't tell who number 5 was for the Beef. We're going to try and get his number here in a moment. Number 18, Jordan Barton, also back for the Beef this week. He's in the lineup with Moose and Allen. On this 3rd down play, Brown throws it out to Taylor. He's wide open, looking for first down yardage. He's going to have it as he takes it inside the 10-yard line. The Beef have used that play a couple of times tonight.
Hey, there you go. You just saw it right there, a push out of nowhere. We'll see. The officials are aware, I'm sure, what they're dealing with here. It didn't go anywhere, but
looks like,
my goodness,
Taylor's going to need to get a uniform adjustment as the entire back of his jersey is ripped in half.
Well, I wonder how many bids are there for that jersey now. They probably
they're giving
going to
them
buy
away.
it.
He just ruined the charity.
Yes.
Well,
it might
that should make it more valuable. It's game worn.
Game worn.
It might make for a more unique.
You played back in the tearaway jersey days, didn't you, Kirk?
Yeah, but
it wasn't on purpose. They just
right. Yeah,
not good.
But in the position I played, it wouldn't have helped the damn thing
true.
anyhow.
That's correct. Earl Campbell was able to get away with a few of those tearaway jerseys. I remember back in the day.
Pick 6 up north. Spartans now in front, 14-7 in front of the Bandits. 10:46 remaining here, 22-0. Omaha on the move. Timeout on the field. We'll come back and bring you more of this exciting action. National Arena League Network right here, all across the YouTubes.
South O Roofing. Over 20 years of trusted service to the Omaha Council Bluffs area with 3 offices in Omaha, Lincoln, and Atlantic, Iowa. South O Roofing customizes in roofing, gutters, siding, windows, wraps, painting, and fascia. With warranties that are real and a business built on satisfying customers. This is what they do at South O Roofing. Call them today for your free estimate.
A quick lunch doesn't have to mean a fast food drive-thru. Winchester Bar and Grill in Ralston has daily lunch specials that are hot, delicious, wallet-friendly, and ready to go. Winchester specializes in comfort food classics, amazing sandwiches, and the best cheeseburgers. Grab a seat in their spacious dining room, beautiful outdoor beer garden, or call in and get your meal to go. Winchester is still the home of good times, great food, live music, and karaoke. Winchester Bar and Grill at 70th and Q.
Winchester!
Back at the Slaughterhouse, it's Liberty First Arena here in Ralston, Omaha. Looking to close out their home regular season with a victory against Shreveport. So far, so good. 22-0, 10:46 remaining. They have the ball. It will be first and goal for Omaha. Things have been going pretty good for Omaha, Kirk, and what? You look distracted. What are you looking at?
No, do you understand the logo on the front of the Beef jerseys?
Explain to me.
It's like Superman that's pulling back his shirt.
Correct. It's Superman for Heroes Night.
That's right.
You have to get a lot closer to see it. But they will be auctioned off afterwards tonight. I still wish they could get the names where we could read them on the back. That would be nice.
Yeah.
But it's still more than Shreveport has on the back of their jerseys, and that's an NAL regulation to have your name, so that's a fine. If I ran this league, we'd be making some money tonight.
Serious money.
Fine. We could
retire.
shorts. We could
retire.
shirts. Not, yeah.
I wish
Good
I
luck
could
collecting.
retire. I wish I could retire. Anyway, the Beef set up in good position here. First down and goal at the 8. Is Ross going to get his first touchdown?
He wants it. He's got it.
Ross, Todd was talking about the big man earlier, yet to find the end zone, but this time he is not to be denied and takes it in for the touchdown.
You could see he wanted that one, couldn't you? I mean, that was, he's got someone back there. Maybe his mom or something.
Yeah, maybe his mom.
Girlfriend. I hope it's a mom.
Giving the football away after the
first touchdown. Good for him. He was not going to be denied on that, Kirk.
No, he was running hard.
4 or 5 Rouxgaroux
Boom.
had him at one time, but he just trucked everybody on his way into the end zone, tacking on 6 more for the home team. Shudak is going to try to make it 7 and redeem himself. Oh, kind of a tough snap.
Fire drill.
Moose is going to have
let's go.
There he is.
Was he eligible? But was he eligible, Kirk? You know, fat guys.
Yes.
I don't see any flags on the field.
That's his second scoring catch
now
in his career.
I'll be honest, I don't know the rule here. Do you have to declare on an extra point to be eligible?
Yeah, I don't either.
That's deep in there. Apparently not.
It's going to stand. It's going to be 2 points for the Beef. Moose fielded the tough snap, knew that they weren't going to be able to get it down, and he found Junebug in the end zone, and he wrapped those big arms around the football like it was precious cargo.
I wonder, was there a fire call? Fire.
There had to be.
Something.
Well, either way, when things are going right, though, Kirk, I mean, in general, right?
Yeah.
That's the things that work out for you. And things are going Omaha's way here tonight as they're out in front 30-0, as we still have 9:35 remaining here in the second quarter of play. Just to get your calendar filled out, because we know you want to. Reminder, Monday night this week, we are at Let It Fly downtown. It's Memorial Day, but we're still going to do it because I was told we get time and a half, Jason.
We don't take time off.
Time and a half. I got my calculator. What's 1.5 time and a half is 0? What's that come out to?
Anything times 0 is 0.
Oh,
I learned that in second grade.
That's not good. Okay, but we'll be there, and then tonight after the game, Winchester's. I know that's your place, Kirk.
I hang out there once in a while.
After the game, 70th acute across from the Funplex, which is open now, by the way, so be careful if you're driving that way.
Now, on that other part, the math, were you doing times or goes into?
Goes into.
That's just like Jethro Bodine.
It's still 0.
Look at that.
Oh, there's 2.
That's his first one, huh?
He dropped a deuce on him.
He did. Shudak, 2 more points. And it's 32-0 Beef as Shudak hits the deuce.
I'll tell you what, Kirk, when you have him on the ground, you just keep hitting him.
Keep hitting him.
You know? That's what you got right there. He was capable. He put it. That wasn't even close. I mean, he had another 5 or 8 yards on that ball.
Absolutely.
Look at that. That was high up. I don't know where that came from.
He drilled that.
Dang, 32-0.
A cannon off the right foot of Shudak makes it 32-0 as we approach the 9-minute mark of the first quarter. And based on the body language over there on the Shreveport sideline, this clock can't run fast enough. They know that they are in for a long night here at the Slaughterhouse. Tudman is going to remain at quarterback. He's got 4 receivers.
And the most important part of that is when you put it between the uprights, it goes to the 5 instead of the 20.
Tudman throws it over the middle. Wow. Had a man momentarily looking for LaMarcus Preston. Preston had it, but then was separated from the football by linebacker Kai Black.
There were 3 Beef jerseys around that receiver, Kirk.
Yeah, and Ty came from about 5 yards away to put the touches on it, finishing touch.
Black in at linebacker, spelling Rockman. We've got Adams, Marcus Gray, Terrence Jackson, and De Leon in secondary. Tudman running for his life. Flips it out to his right. The pass is caught.
Well, Omaha got a little aggressive. We're going to have a roughing the quarterback in the end zone, but they got their money's worth, though, because he's not getting up.
Yeah, Tudman really got crushed on that play.
Right into the wall.
Yeah.
And he's not a real big guy, really, either.
He's not a big guy. I mean, it's a similar situation when you're driving down the interstate and you hit that bug. And
Bug loses.
The bug loses. And unfortunately for Tudman, not trying to make a joke, we hope he's all right, but
he does not appear to be. That's, I mean, at least all right enough to maybe continue here. This is a team that hasn't always had a quarterback on the roster, to be honest with you. If you look back to last week, because I think we could interchange the Dallas Falcons with them, Laughing House was playing quarterback for Dallas in that game. He's now with Shreveport. I would assume that is the go-to player behind center if this quarterback is unable to continue, which he's being helped off the field. He is jogging, though.
I mean, he's jogging off under his own power. He doesn't have his helmet.
He may take the opportunity, though, to not continue. I mean, he's been getting hit over and over and over.
He might actually just jog Todd straight off the field
to the bus.
And to the bus. Yeah. If I was him, that would be my next stop, the bus. Maybe grab a comfortable seat in the back, maybe put on a movie and try and get some rest, because, wow, he's taking some shots here tonight.
Well, that's the most yards Shreveport's got on a play tonight, thanks to the personal foul. And
yeah, they're going to have the ball at their own 22-yard line, and as you mentioned, Todd, it looks like Laughing House is going to take over at quarterback. First down and 10 for the Rouxgaroux, who are desperately trying to find some points here tonight. It's been all beef, 32-0, midway through the second quarter. Let's see what Laughing House can do. He's got Adrian Jefferson in the backfield with him. He takes the snap, hands it off to Jefferson, and some running room for the Rouxgaroux. It's going to be a nice 5 or 6 yard gain on first down.
Now Tyron Laughing House comes in. He is not a quarterback by trade, but he is a player. I do want to give him credit. We've seen him through these leagues throughout the years with a bunch of different teams. He is an athlete. He could do things. He's a ball player. I mean, obviously it's not an ideal situation for him, though, but hats off to him that he could step up and take advantage of this situation here.
6'2", 195 pounds is Laughing House, and as Todd mentioned, you can tell he's a good athlete. He's in the shotgun, takes the snap. He gives it to Jefferson again, and this time the Beef are not having it. Kai Black, Ralph Turner, Marcus Gray, a host of Beef defenders in on that stop, Kirk.
He didn't get much as he was at that mesh point, and he didn't know what as the ball carrier didn't know to hold on, let go, get him out of there.
And by that time,
boom,
they were in trouble. That's going to set up 3rd and 8 for the visitors. The ball back on the Shreveport side of the football field. Jay-Sean Washington, Ralph Turner, and DeAnthony Hall Steele lined up front for the Beef on this 3rd down play. Laughing House with a new running back in the game. That's the Darius Cook. We've seen him return a couple of kickoffs here tonight. Bad snap. Cook's going to have to pick it up, and he does his best to hit the ball into Beef territory, but he is pinballed.
I'm really thinking that they were going to try to get him a direct snap.
Maybe that was the plan all along. The ball ended up bouncing to Cook. He picked it up and, to his credit, advanced it 4 yards, setting up 4th down and 4.
Spoiler alert, they're not kicking.
I don't think we're going to see a kick in this situation.
Well, if you don't have a quarterback, you don't have a kicker.
it's going to be on Laughing House and the rest of the Shreveport offense to pick up this fourth down if they want to continue this drive. He's going to be alone in the backfield. 4 receivers in the game for the Rouxgaroux. Snap is good. Laughing House looking. Can't find anybody. Flushed out of the pocket. Throws it downfield.
Oh, another.
Too high for his receiver. I think Todd was right. That was going to be a free play because I think the Beef were offside, but we have 3 flags down on the field.
My son was on the field. I don't know. Why'd he just go on the field? He's getting a little over-aggressive with the water boy thing.
Maybe Coach Negrone wanted to get him a play or two.
He may take a snap before it's over. Oh, we got another roughing the passer. That's been the best offensive play for Shreveport tonight, is roughing the passer. That'll be a first down.
That's going to result in a first down for the Rouxgaroux, so the drive is going to continue. 2 late hits by the Beef have led to 30 yards, and like Todd said, that's been their best offense here tonight.
Ironically, Shreveport, the most penalized team in the league, it's Omaha, is getting hit with these personal fouls that are extending drives here for Shreveport. And it's not too early to think that the defense for Omaha is already looking at that shutout deal.
Oh, yeah.
They know what they're looking at, and this is as close as they want to let them to the end zone here tonight.
That's the 11-yard line. Laughing House in at quarterback has Jefferson to his right. Takes the snap, gives to Jefferson, but we have another penalty flag down.
Be a legal defense.
Jefferson takes it inside the Beef 5-yard line, and I think Todd is right.
That'll be declined. Well, or do you take it? Interesting. Take a 7-yard gain or get the down back in 5 yards. I'd take the penalty, I think.
Coach Russ is trying to figure out what he wants to do here as he talks to the white hat.
Give up 2 yards to get extra down? I'm all about that. I'm going to give my offense that extra try to find that end zone. But they don't. So what do I know? I'm new to this.
Penalties decline. That's going to set up second down at the Beef 4-yard line.
It'd be 5 yards. They would have got it it would have been first down and 6, but they took second down from the, I don't know. We'll see how it turns out.
Stop trying to figure it out.
Second and 4.
It doesn't make sense. Laughing House at quarterback, Jefferson to his right. The Rouxgaroux with their deepest penetration into Beef territory tonight. However, they're going to lose a couple of yards on that first down running play. Jefferson had nowhere to go. Ralph Turner again getting up off the bottom of that pile for the Beef. Kai Black was also in on that stop. So now it's going to be third down from the 6-yard line. Thank you for joining us tonight at the Slaughterhouse Liberty First Credit Union Arena in Ralston. Memorial Day weekend, and it's Heroes Night tonight at the Slaughterhouse, and it's been all Omaha Beef, 32-0, as we tick under 3 minutes to play here in the first quarter, and it looks like Laughing House and the Rouxgaroux offense is going to need to take a timeout.
Let's keep it here.
We're keeping it here?
Why not?
All right.
2:43 to go. We're going to find out real quick, third down and 6 here, if they're going to wish they had that extra down based on that penalty. But, Omaha, Kirk, you used to coach a little bit of that defense too. It's not too early. They know what they're dealing with here tonight. This is a game that is probably going to Omaha here, but keep them out of the end zone. That's the game plan right now. But the thing to note too is this is the furthest penetration they've had. It's with the change of quarterback. It wasn't by choice, but Laughing House is doing it so far. But a couple penalties have obviously aided in that.
Yeah, so maybe gives them a little bit of confidence.
Well, you don't want to do that, right?
No, you don't want to, but
And against what was our better judgment, it appears that Will Tudman is back on the field, Todd. He found his helmet. They took it away from him after he took that shot in the end zone, but he's got his helmet back, and he's going to give it another go.
This is his moment, right?
Yeah.
So he's out here to see what he can do. I mean, if you are going to want to get back in, now's the time. You're in the red zone.
Yeah, you're in the red
it's better
zone.
than when you're backed up in your own end zone.
Could be your best opportunity to put points on the board here tonight. The Rouxgaroux use their first timeout of the first half. The Beef do not have any timeouts remaining. Tudman directing the offense. He's got Cook to his left, pitches to Cook, cuts his way back to the middle of the field where he's met by Rockmont.
Whoa! You can't do that. You can't do that.
Carrying him, kind of like your luggage as you're getting ready for your flight.
That probably called for a flag, I'll be honest.
Maybe should have been a flag there, but no flag down.
You got to take them down. You can't pick them up. You can't suplex them. I mean, that's something that.
Well, at least they didn't.
Point of
At least they didn't slam him down.
That's true.
Yeah, they set him down.
They're just taking back to the huddle, I suppose.
But it's going to be fourth down now at the 6-yard line. We go under 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. The Beef players urging the Beef fans to get on their feet here at the Slaughterhouse. Tudman at quarterback.
Offside.
Way offside. Some miscommunication there.
Miscommunication. He didn't even know the play call.
So that's going to cost the Rouxgaroux 5 yards. That's going to push them back to the 11. So not very many good things happening here for the Rouxgaroux. After they advanced the ball inside the Beef 5-yard line, they had first and goal at the 4. And now they're facing a fourth down at the 11. Coach Russ talking things over with his quarterback. Laughinghouse now back at wide receiver.
You can get a first down just inside the 1-yard line, but you need a big play either way right here.
Coach Loftus.
And the play clock's under 10. They better hurry up.
Yeah, they don't have much time left on the play clock. Coach Loftus shouting instructions to the defense.
And that's a delay of game. And they'll back them up with another 5.
Yep, they're going to run out of time on the play clock. So
Shreveport has 2 timeouts still here, and under a minute or a minute 05. I'm not aware of the clock. Didn't use it.
That's probably going to take us to the 1-minute warning.
So there's a free timeout. They could talk about it. Big 4th and 15 when we come back. 60 seconds left. First half of play in Ralston, Omaha. Hanging on 32-0. We'll be right back. National Arena League action here on the YouTubes.
South O Roofing. Over 20 years of trusted service to the Omaha Council Bluffs area with 3 offices in Omaha, Lincoln, and Atlantic, Iowa. South O Roofing customizes in roofing, gutters, siding, windows, wraps, painting, and fascia. With warranties that are real and a business built on satisfying customers. This is what they do at South O Roofing. Call them today for your free estimate.
Eternal Tattoo and Body Piercing has been voted best tattoo shop in Omaha 6 years in a row. Eternal Tattoo provides a wide variety of services including custom tattoos, body piercings, permanent cosmetics, and non-laser tattoo removal. Stop in at 120th and Blondo and check out our unique and clean facility. View our wide selection of implant-grade titanium body jewelry and set up an appointment with one of our very talented and friendly artists. To get started, visit our website at eternaltattoo.tattoo.
JE JEM Restoration is a family-owned and operated restoration company. They take pride in providing their customers with the best customer service possible, and they guarantee your satisfaction with their work. They provide exterior building restoration, coatings, and tuck pointing, all of which are affordable on any budget. If you're looking for home and business restoration services in Omaha, you'll not find better than JEM Restoration. Call 402-651-5874 today. Back in Ralston, 1 minute warning, 60 seconds to go. They're driving the owner's truck around the field there. Yeah, you ever see Ricky driving that thing out? Get out of his way. I'll tell you what, man.
I have seen him driving.
You see the beef-mobile going.
Yeah, you don't want to get in front of that.
No, not at all. 60 seconds to go. If you just joining us here, Shreveport trying to get on the board. They had it down at the 11-yard line. They had it inside. They took a penalty, or they did not take a penalty, I suppose, and lost it down. Snapped from the 5-yard line, but it had been backed up a couple times now by the Beefs, and now it's 4th down. It is 4th down and 16. Actually, it's 4th and 15, I would say, because they have the first down marker right at the 1-yard line. So
yeah,
big play needed here by Shreveport.
It's unlikely that they're going to get a first down without scoring a touchdown, but I guess it's possible here on 4th down.
Reminder coming up at halftime, Ring of Honor induction, 6 new members to the 2025 class. That will bring the total up to 18. 3 years we've been doing that. Honoring 26 years of history for the Omaha Beef. Back to this, 4th and 16.
Tudman in at quarterback, takes the snap, drops back, looking over the middle, throws it up, tip ball in the end zone, incomplete. Off the fingertips of LaMarcus Preston. The ball falls harmlessly to the turf, and now the Beef offense will get an opportunity to add more points to the board.
56 seconds, no timeouts. Did they really take 3 timeouts that first half? I know they took a couple, but I missed the third.
I remember 2, but I don't remember the third timeout, but the scoreboard says the Beef are without a timeout.
Either way, indoor or traditional timing rules now under the final 60 seconds, so the clock will stop. If it goes out of bounds, incomplete passes or first downs while they move the chain. So we'll see what Lorenzo Brown can do. Actually, we're starting field position for Omaha in this game at their own 16-yard line. But they have 56 yards, and we've seen they could go vertical quickly and find that end zone.
4 possessions, 4 touchdowns for the Beef. They would like to add another as we tick down toward the end of the first half here at the Slaughterhouse. Brown takes the snap, quick pitch.
Oh, here we go.
Have a double pass. Brown is going to catch the pass from Allen and is going to be taken and pushed out of bounds near midfield.
Good play by Omaha. It stops the clock. He goes out of bounds. The only thing I don't like, Kirk, is that you put your quarterback up for a hit.
Yeah.
You need Lorenzo Brown this season.
Brown did take a shot by Anthony Dixon, but he looks no worse for wear as he's in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looking downfield, passes too low for Will Barton. And that's going to bring up 3rd down. They did not get a first down on that double pass play. It's going to be 3rd down. We'll call it a long yard. 46 seconds still remain before halftime.
Maybe it's just a meter, not a yard.
It could be
3
a meter.
inches.
Yeah, it could be. It's not very far. It looks like Shreveport's going to spend one of their timeouts. The defensive coordinator wants to make sure that everyone's on the same page.
So 46 seconds to go. Omaha, like you said, 3rd down and 2 can move the chains here. But doesn't have the timeout. You get the first down, it will stop it temporarily while they move it, or if you hit that wall,
and goes out of bounds. Shudak, remember, you got him back there too. He's good for a few yards, already hit a deuce, which if you're doing the math at home, that's about 52, 53 yards away from where you kick that ball off, obviously off of a tee. But he's got the leg to get the distance, and he had plenty of distance on that deuce as well. So we'll see what Omaha elects to do here on 3rd down and 2.
I thought they might just give it off to Taylor and get the first down, but Brown is alone in the backfield. Taylor's lined up wide left. Brown takes the snap, has time, pump fake, now looking downfield. Oh, he had Barton. He had Barton wide open, but the pass was a little bit off target, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, you thought they might have tried to secure the new set of downs with that play, but we'll see. I mean, obviously, they feel like they're in a good position right now to take some chances on it, Kirk, but 40 seconds, still a little bit of time. Shreveport has a timeout. See if they give it to one of those big backs and see if they get 2 yards.
Let's see what formation Coach Negron calls for here on 4th down.
Well, empty backfield.
Empty backfield again for Brown. Takes the snap, has time, throws it, 1st down. A 1st down completion to Barton. Barton goes to the turf to haul it in at the 20-yard line.
Well, Brandon Negron knows what he has on offense. Clock will start after they move the change. Jordan Barton back with the Beef, former Beef. He's been around a little bit, but back for his first catch with Omaha this year.
They just wind the clock now, so we're going to go under 30 seconds before this 1st down play. Brown again, alone in the backfield, takes the snap, has time, throws it over the middle. It's Barton again.
Oh,
He has
nice
running room. A nice move by Barton after he hauls in that pass over the middle, and he takes it all the way down to the Rouxgaroux 1-yard line.
Plenty of time for Omaha as they stop the clock to move the chains. First and goal, only a yard out. You assume they're going to throw the ball even a yard out, though. You got 2, 3, 4 chances at it from the short field.
Clock ticks under 15 seconds. Brown, empty backfield, calls for the snap, takes it, throws it into the end zone. The ball's a little bit high. He had 2 receivers in the area. Langford and Moose were kind of crossing paths back there near the back of the end zone, and the pass was too high.
Well, you would like to see Omaha get that ball off a little quicker. Took 13 seconds before they got the snap, so they got 7 seconds now. You're a yard out. You probably have 2 plays right here, but you have to figure pretty good opportunity still for Omaha. 1 yard out.
And Brown's got to be conscious of that clock. He's had
just can't go and scramble or do something like that.
Correct. He's had plenty of time to find receivers, but you have to have that clock in your head knowing you only have 7 seconds. Brown looking left. Now he comes back over the middle. Had Langford open, but that pass was behind Langford, and we have 3 ticks on the clock, Todd. Brown had Langford open in the end zone there. Kirk just threw it a little bit behind him.
Yeah. Yep, he had to reach back with his right hand.
Yeah. So this is probably going to be the last play of the first half.
And now you could put the running backs in if you wanted to. I mean, it's the last play, but we'll see if they elect to try to maybe even quarterback sneak if everybody's spread out with that empty backfield.
I'm wondering, I was thinking the same thing. Maybe,
Brown may call his own number.
Maybe he calls his own number here. Nope,
there
it's going to be a sweep
to
Taylor. And
he's in. Got a flag, though.
Into the end zone.
Got a flag.
Yeah, boy, I think we're going to get a hold on the Beef.
This way, yeah.
Yeah, but
so this is one of those interesting scenarios, though, that
so we're going to have an untimed down here
for the offense. If they decline that penalty, half ends, but Omaha scores. So therefore they play it again, and Omaha gets an untimed down on offense. We saw this a couple weeks ago in a different game.
So the Beef are going to set up shop at the Rouxgaroux 11-yard line for this last play of the first half. I guess one thing the penalty does for you, Kirk, is it gives you a little more room to operate in the passing game.
Yes. And
Brown trying to get everyone where they belong. Plenty of time on the play clock. Takes the snap. Has time. Plenty of time. Throws it in the end zone.
Had him.
And had Barton again. And Brown just a little bit off here to end the first half. He had a couple of throws that would have ended up in touchdowns, but the Beef come up empty for the first time on an offensive possession here tonight. But the good news, they lead it 32-0 after 2 quarters of play. Todd, we've got a big halftime coming up. Of course, it's Heroes Night here tonight, Memorial Day weekend, and even more importantly, it's Hall of Fame night, Ring of Honor.
We're going to be saluting those new entrants when we come back, but wrap up that first half. You know, Brandon Negron does not like the empty possessions. We talk about that every week with him, and that's one that he's going to, I mean, things went well for Omaha in the first half, but I know him well enough. That's going to be a point of emphasis that they did not finish that drive. And, you know, as silly as it seems to make it a 39-point game instead of a 32-point game, but you get the ball down at the 1-yard line, you expect to put points on the board.
Every time, and of course, we'll talk with him about that on Memorial Day at Let It Fly Sports Bar during the Omaha Beef Coaches Show. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with halftime festivities from the Slaughterhouse in a moment.
At CBD American Shaman, it's our mission to bring wellness to the world. That's why we follow the best industry standards and have even developed our own technology to make our products fast, effective, and safe. When you buy from CBD American Shaman, you can find relief and rest assured at our CBD offerings. Beginning your journey with CBD and hemp products can feel intimidating at first. You've heard of the amazing benefits of CBD, but where do you start? Whether you're looking for help with wellness, beauty, or pain relief, we are committed to helping you find the product that's right for you. CBD American Shaman at the Old Market. JEM Restoration is a family-owned and operated restoration company. They take pride in providing their customers with the best customer service possible, and they guarantee your satisfaction with their work. They provide exterior building restoration, coatings, and tuck pointing, all of which are affordable on any budget. If you're looking for home and business restoration services in Omaha, you'll not find better than JEM Restoration. Call 402-651-5874 today. 42 Degrees is a locally owned dispensary offering a premium shopping experience for customers located throughout Omaha, Lincoln, Bellevue, and Council Bluffs. Our retail stores sell a variety of high-end CBD, kratom, legal THC, hand pipes, water pipes, vaporizers, electronic cigarettes, premium e-juice, and more. Shopping for the highest quality health and wellness products has never been easier. 42 Degrees is the source for all of your needs. Experience the urban energy and Midwest charm of the Gateway to the West by American Inn by Wyndham, Omaha, near the zoo. Off I-80 and 7 miles from Epley Airfield, our non-smoking, pet-friendly hotel in Omaha City Center is less than a mile from the renowned Omaha's Henry Doorly Zoo and Aquarium and minutes from the Durham Museum, Omaha Children's Museum, and the Apollo-on. Catch a baseball game at Charles Schwab Field and see a Broadway show at the Orpheum Theater or stroll Heartland American Park at the riverfront. That's American Inn by Wyndham. Crown Trophy has over 40 years of experience providing award and recognition items to thousands of leagues, organizations, corporations, and educational institutions, just to name a few. Our friendly and experienced customer service staff is available to provide assistance and guide you through the award selection process. Our number one goal is to make your awards program and presentation a great success. Feel free to contact us today, 402-573-5500, Crown Trophy. Jersey Sports Bar, Grill, and Keno, they opened in the summer of 2010. Since that time, it's grown from a humble local haunt to one of the finest sports bars in the Omaha metro area. Maintaining its promise of standard cuisine, Jersey's has perfected the art of bar food and as what the Omaha World Herald referred to as a menu on steroids. Jersey Sports Bar, Grill, and Keno offers over 20 local and international beers on tap and dozens more by the bottle. Full liquor and wine selection completes the available choices, and live Keno where you can win up to $50,000 Aussie cash, leather Kino chairs, darts, video games, and a staff that prides itself on prompt, friendly, indulgent service. It sets them apart from the run-of-the-mill sports bars. Whether you're wearing a tie or Tevas, come on in and see for yourself why Jersey's is raising the bar for sports bars in Omaha.
Welcome back to the Slaughterhouse, a special Ring of Honor edition here tonight, as 6 new members will be officially minted into the Ring of Honor. Coach James Kerwin, Courtney Grigsby, defensive back. A lot of people, of course, will recognize his name. Alan Burrell, a receiver and defensive back for many years for the Omaha Beef. Javon Bell, a receiver for the Omaha Beef. Rump roaster Keith Tucker is going in to the Ring of Honor as well. And last but certainly not least, Jim Kelter, the first radio announcer for the Omaha Beef, is going to be recognized here at halftime as well. The Beef in control on the scoreboard, up 32-0. Jason Unger joined by DJ K-Dub tonight. What were your impressions of that first half, my friend?
You know, you could just tell. If you ever watch the transaction list, you could tell what the game could be, right?
Right.
But you have to actually execute. And as we've said before, they're coming together. They're actually getting a little new ripples in there. Some of the short game that's working for the Beef. Obviously, they're in control with that front line on both sides. You got the offense and the defensive line just holding it down. But it's good to see Coach Negrone really emphasize what he's trying to do. We're seeing it every drive. You're seeing it's not one of those where you're questioning what is our offense, who is our offense.
Right.
We know it's under Brown. We know that Brown's in control. 1 or 2 bad passes, he'll make up for that. But besides that, he's putting it on the hands, and we also got to finish, just as that last drive and Coach said before he went in that half.
Yeah, he is not going to be happy with that empty possession there at the end of the second half. You have the ball at the 1-yard line, and you're unable to score there. So Coach Negrone obviously not going to be happy with the result of that drive. A couple of passes, as you mentioned, Zoe had receivers open. He just missed them, but for the most part, the offense did what they needed to do in the first half, and even more importantly, the defense is pitching a shutout.
Yeah, and it's those penalties, though, right? The only reason they got as far as they got was a couple penalties. So, you know, you have 2 on steal. You can't have back-to-back, roughing the passer. Obviously, that could be something under control between the coaches and the ref to get an understanding, because from my point of view, of course, I'm in the corner. I only saw one. That one down there was not. But that's not my judgment call. I just got to go with what the refs are seeing. And obviously, they're also in control of the game, right? You're noticing that they can let that stuff go.
Sure.
But if they do, someone's going to get hurt. Something's going to happen that you don't want to happen. And obviously, we know things happened in Shreveport last week. We don't want to see those things for these players. I like the control. I don't know if you saw Reggie earlier, but one of them tried to call out Reggie. Reggie puts his hands up, walks away, and that's what it takes right now when you have it all in control. You know what your final goal is, but you can end that goal by a loss. You can end it by losing players. So when we have to go to Colorado next week, if you can control those winnable things over, the points we already have, right? Let's control everything else.
Yeah, you mentioned it. You do not want to get into these extracurricular activities after plays, because you're going to need all hands on deck next week when you travel to play the Colorado Spartans. The Colorado Spartans, of course, taking on the Sioux City Bandits. We're trying to get a score update for you here, but my computer is not cooperating. But we'll have that score for you. We'll let you know throughout the second half how Sioux City is doing. It's a huge game, K-Dub, because if the Bandits could find a way to win that game in Sioux City tonight against Colorado, that would, and of course, if the Beef can hold on here tonight against Shreveport, that would lock up a first-round playoff game no matter what happens next week in Colorado.
But we know that we don't want to live on someone else's hopes and what they could do. So we control our controllables. Next week, they take that trip and hopefully come out victorious after they finish this one. But we'll see how the second half comes. Hopefully, I mean, it was good to see Ross get out there. I don't know if you noticed, he was on the line. Boom, they chucked him back as a fullback, running back, which he's already done. Catches that pass, hits that big hit, and he didn't let it stop him. And that's what you need. You're getting people the ball in the hands that haven't seen it. How about Jordan Barton coming back?
Yeah, that's
number 18.
Yeah.
You know, but of course you could see a little bit of hesitant, right?
A little bit.
And
a little
we've
bit
got to
of
get through that. Well, and just timing between him and Zoe.
Yeah, that's going to be the big thing. That's going to be the big thing, is to work on the timing and just getting your feet back under you. Barton playing his first game for the Omaha Beef here this year.
Yeah, so since the championship.
Yeah, since the championship. That's right. So we're wrapping up Ring of Honor celebrations down on the field. Quite a night here at the Slaughterhouse. We're, of course, also celebrating our heroes' hero tonight on Memorial Weekend. We hope everyone has a safe and happy Memorial Day weekend. Everyone watching across the NAL network tonight. DJ K-Dub, thanks for stopping up and spending some time with us here at halftime. Of course, we'll see you Monday night at the Coaches Show as well.
Let's go. Everybody have a good Memorial Day. Just give a shout out. Been doing emergency dispatching for 13 and a half years for helicopters and airplanes, you know, and it's an honor to see the Omaha Beef give back to so many organizations out there and making sure that it's well known. When it's Heroes Night, it's all of you that have put in your life out there in any type of way to give back to that community, so we appreciate you guys. Thanks again, Jason.
You bet. God bless you, brother. Thanks for stopping by. We'll be back with more halftime activities, and we'll recap the first half scoring when we come back. You're watching NAL indoor action right here across the YouTube network.
This is Omaha State Farm agent Andrea Malecki. I'm not Jake or an action hero, but I'm the one showing up every day for the communities I serve. The products and services I offer help families and business owners in our local area every day, and one of my favorite ways to be a good neighbor is by supporting local. I'm so thankful for the opportunity to support the Omaha Beef football community. Call me for a quote and an insurance review today, 402-991-0100.
At Beyond Golf Bar and Kitchen, we are indoor golf and so much more. Whether you want to come enjoy a laid-back round of golf on one of our 5 golf zone simulators that allow you to play some of the world's most famous courses, to enjoying our gourmet menu of food and appetizers, accompanied by a full-service bar or craft beer while watching the game on one of our many big-screen TVs. We are the destination for you and your friends to come and relax while having a great time. Visit our full menu online or book tee time at beyondgolf.com, or simply call us at 402-916-4727. That's Beyond Golf, your entertainment headquarters at 12040 McDermott Plaza in La Vista. Proud sponsor of the Omaha Beef.
At Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits, we strive to provide our customers an exceptional variety of beer, wine, and spirits while delivering a best-in-class customer experience. Our team of experts are here to help you find whatever new or favorite familiar beverage you're looking for and get it at a great price. Need help finding the perfect beverage? Just ask. Come visit us today at Wall to Wall Wine.
A quick lunch doesn't have to mean a fast food drive-thru. Winchester Bar and Grill in Ralston has daily lunch specials that are hot, delicious, wallet-friendly, and ready to go. Winchester specializes in comfort food classics, amazing sandwiches, and the best cheeseburgers. Grab a seat in their spacious dining room, beautiful outdoor beer garden, or call in and get your meal to go. Winchester is still the home of good times, great food, live music, and karaoke. Winchester Bar and Grill at 70th and Q.
Winchester!
At Quality Fence, our name says it all. We are all about quality. Our highly trained professionals have been serving the eastern Nebraska area from Omaha to Lincoln and all places in between for over 30 years. Our business has stood the test of time because our Omaha and Lincoln customers keep coming back for all of their residential fencing, commercial fencing, or fence gate needs. Why do our customers keep coming back? Because at Quality Fence, we won't install any fence in your backyard that we wouldn't put in ours. We are Omaha's trusted fence contractor. So looking for a fence? Give a call to the professionals at Quality Fence.
the Slaughterhouse. It's been all beef tonight on Heroes Night, 32-0. They lead the Shreveport Rouxgaroux. The Beef have had their way throughout what was a first half filled with Beef offense and spectacular play by the Beef defense as well. It took the Beef just over 3 minutes to get on the scoreboard as Devonair Conliff caught a 25-yard touchdown pass from Zoe Brown. That was a fourth down play, actually, for the Beef, and that put them on the board up 7-0 after the Shudak kick. It was then the Beef defense adding 2 more points as Ralph Turner was able to come up with the safety in the end zone, tackling the Shreveport quarterback. That was with 10:07 remaining in the first quarter. The Beef lead extended to 9-0. The running game got on track after that with 8:32 remaining in the first quarter. Tobias Taylor scores from 6 yards out. The extra point was good, and the lead got to 16-0. Brentley Allen scored for the first time this season for the Omaha Beef. He caught a 6-yard touchdown pass from Zoe Brown in the second quarter. The extra point was no good, and the lead remained 22-0 for the home team. It got to 30-0. Actually, it got to 24-0 after a deuce. A deuce converted by Caleb Shudak got the score to 24-0. And then the final Beef touchdown of the first half came from David Ross. He lined up in the backfield and scored from 8 yards out. The 2-point conversion was good after a bobbled snap on the extra point attempt. Moose found Junebug in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that is where we stand. 32-0. The Omaha Beef on top here tonight. They are, of course, looking to move to 7-1 on the season. Shreveport came into the game tonight with a 4-4 record, still alive for a playoff berth, but if they lose tonight, which looks like is almost a certainty, they will be eliminated from playoff contention in the American Division. Lots to happen in the National Division, of course. The Beef they've already secured a playoff spot. It's just a matter of where they're going to play that first-round playoff game. The Colorado Spartans are playing tonight in Sioux City. We're going to try and get you a score here in a moment after our next break. That's an important game in Sioux City tonight. If Sioux City defeats Colorado, the Beef will be playing at home in the first round of the playoffs. If they're able to beat Sioux City tonight, then the winner of next week's game in Colorado is going to host the first round playoff game. It may be in Colorado, or it may be right back here at Liberty First Credit Union Arena in Ralston. We are at halftime, about 9 minutes left on the clock before we start the third quarter. We're going to take a break, and Todd and I will be back with some more halftime festivities. We'll return with more NAL indoor action, halftime edition, in a moment.
Eternal Tattoo and Body Piercing has been voted best tattoo shop in Omaha 6 years in a row. Eternal Tattoo provides a wide variety of services, including custom tattoos, body piercings, permanent cosmetics, and non-laser tattoo removal. Stop in at 120th and Blondo and check out our unique and clean facility. View our wide selection of implant-grade titanium body jewelry and set up an appointment with one of our very talented and friendly artists. To get started, visit our website at eternaltattoo.tattoo.
AC Nelson RV is the oldest RV dealership in the world. They carry new and used RVs from top manufacturers, including travel trailers, fifth wheels, full-down campers, toy haulers, and motorhomes that you will absolutely love. Browse online and in-store inventory, read customer testimonials, and let them help you with your RV financing. You can also shop online RV parts catalog. Learn more about their RV service centers and RV parts stores. Meet their staff and visit some of their local campgrounds. Visit them today, acnrv.com today.
Welcome back to the Slaughterhouse, the third inductee class of the Hall of Fame for the Omaha Beef. Kirk went in. We saw Courtney Grigsby. We saw James Kerwin. We saw the wife of the late Jim Kelter, was a good friend of ours. We saw Robert Sprouse go in. We saw one of the rump roasters. I mean, pretty good class. Oh, you're on that one.
Yeah,
How'd that
so.
go? The first living rump roaster to make it.
Yeah.
The other ones were all dead. I thought you had to be dead to go. Apparently not. They lowered the bar.
We'll have to
Lowered the bar.
read the charter.
So, no, it's a good night. It's always fun to see all those people. We see some of the previous winners as well, and you know, it's again, you just remember how much history there's been over 26 years, and hopefully we'll talk with James Kerwin in the second half. Told Courtney Grigsby to come up here too. You think about some of those moments back at the Civic Auditorium, right?
Yes.
And obviously it's a different game back then. But, you know, he hit some guys. I'll just put it that way, right?
Let me put this headset in.
No, he's got
one.
Yeah, he got his own. He's got one. Where does those headsets go? Where'd your headset go? Right there. Yeah, give that to him. I'll give him one of those. Hey, it's the Hall of Famer. Hey. Kerwin.
What's going on, Todd?
No, I mean, we joke about it a little bit just because we've all been around each other for so long, but I mean, lots of things happen over the years and whatnot, but you know, when you look at the body of work, I mean, congratulations first off, Coach. I don't think anybody, I think I said the other night, I was trying to go through all the people that have been involved football-wise over the years. You probably have the most hours football-wise of anybody that's been involved in this product.
Yeah, it was a long grind. You know, my first year here with the Beef, well, if I go back, and I have to mention this.
I knew this was coming, and I mentioned it for you already, by the way, but go ahead, since you're here.
Well, my first time with the Beef, against the Beef, was in 2001 when I was in Tennessee, and we beat the Beef in a championship. And then I came back a couple different rounds with some different arena teams, and my first year was 2006 with Robert Fuller, and my boy Rod Miller and I got it in 2007, and then 2008 and 9 was some great years, a lot of good recruiting with James McNair and R.J. Rons and Brixby and Javon Bell and all the guys you've heard, Alan Burrell, all the guys you're hearing about tonight. We had a really, really good team. We're kind of in a really good direction, going in the right way. And then 10 was off, and then back 11, 12, 13 with Coach Yost and Coach Cowdery, and that was it.
The stories you could tell. I mean, that's pretty much and some of them we can't tell here, but I mean, you said it, I think best, it's a grind, right? I mean, it's not flashy, it's obviously not for the money, it's obviously not for the star power or anything like that, but but at the end of the day, it's a sport that you love, and I think you know, our good friend Marvin Jones too, always, one thing he always, you gotta love football. Yeah. It's not a matter of just, you know, we're gonna play it. You gotta love the sport to be successful at it. That's really what it's all about.
Yeah, it's with indoor football, it's a passion. And you know, just talking to Grigsby down there, we're both like, man, we miss this, right? I mean, it's a lot of fun. It's really good football players that, you know, in our time, it was a lot of guys. We didn't have a lot of opportunities, right? The UFO really wasn't around. The only thing really you could go to would be the Canadian Football League or the Arena Football League. So there's a lot of guys out there that had really good talent with nowhere to go. So we had to try to grab those guys, sell them the dream about playing indoor football, try to develop them so maybe they can get another chance at maybe the NFL or something like that. So that made it a lot of fun from a coaching standpoint because I really believed in development, and that's been my whole thing with coaching since day one.
And you're still doing that. We talk about it. You're doing something that is a really emerging opportunity. I mean, we're seeing this more. It's women's flag football. Yeah. It's high level, too. I mean, this is 2 years in a row that you've taken a program, if people don't know, you're the head coach out of Midland University right now, but you've gone to the national either semifinals or finals over the last 2 years, and that's a lot of competition involved to get there.
Yeah, the women's flag football situation with collegiate football, it's growing immensely. I didn't know anything about it a year and a half ago, had no clue, and had an opportunity to meet up with Midland, and long story short, they were going to go dark. They were going to drop the program. Girls were transferring. They didn't have a coach. Didn't have one for 6 months. So they lost a couple of recruiting classes, which I didn't even know even existed. And I just fell in love with the girls, right? They were super competitive, and they wanted to play, and I thought, you know what, I could do this. And there's a lot of similarities, which was funny, with indoor football and flag football, right? There was a lot of similarities with just...
Talk about that. Well, I mean, it's the spacing. Well, bus trips, right? I hope they're not the same.
No, not that way.
I mean, but yeah, it's the players on the field, the number of players you have, and the spacing, and obviously,
7 on 7.
It's a throwing first league.
It is. And we do just some design runs and stuff, but really it's throwing. And you would be really surprised. I think anybody would be surprised if they came out and saw these girls play. You know, just an example, we were down at Nebraska a few weeks ago in the Husker games, and we're going against their intramural team, and you know, all the Nebraska coaches are out there. They're just, Coach Rule, he just couldn't believe how well our quarterback can throw the football and do things, and it was
Did I not see Dominic Raiola playing in that game?
He did. He came in for a series. He did, and we got a sack on him, which went viral.
Right,
and I think 6 million hits, something like that. You know,
It was all about viral moments, right?
That's right. You know, for me, we're at the point really if we're talking about this.
But it's the legitimacy of it.
It is. It's legit. It is really legit. It's growing.
To get them to buy into it that way, big deal. Again, shows all the hats. I mean, you know the football.
Yep.
I mean, anybody wants. You got to go market it too. You got to do the connection.
Yeah.
You got to build it, right?
Yeah. It's really it's super interesting if you get involved and watch it. It's growing. It's an Olympic sport in 28. You know, there's girls we've competed against. There might be a girl on our team that may have a shot at that Olympic team. It's just a really, really competitive deal, and colleges are bringing it on online daily. It's growing immensely.
Not only did you play down at Memorial Stadium for that spring game, but I mean, you've been playing at I don't know what is Mercedes Field now down in Atlanta, where the Atlanta Falcons played. Not the Dallas Falcons. That's different.
Not the Dallas.
The Atlanta Falcons. I mean, these were big deals, right?
Yeah, we had a chance last year. The National Championship Series was in Atlanta, and the NFL's behind us 100%. So they're funding a lot of this. They're throwing money at it left and right, and they hosted our National Championship Series last year, and we played some games outside of the Ben Stadium, and then of course they played the semifinals and the finals in the Ben Stadium. But we also did a combine camp down there, where again, this really surprised me. I'm thinking when I see the combine camp and girls are going to come to a combine camp, I'm thinking, it might be like 50 girls.
Right.
No, 300 girls show up, and you're all shapes and sizes and athletic talent and stuff, and it's just unbelievable how many people are involved in this.
Coach, again, congratulations for entering the Ring of Honor. I don't know how long I've known you now, but you're probably one of the first people I met. I got involved in this little vertical. Once I left the NFL, I got into this circus.
With Coach Cadre, yeah.
Yeah, and I probably learned more about this sport in particular from you than probably anybody else. So I appreciate all that knowledge and friendship over the years, and congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Todd. Thank you.
We come back, we'll get back with this barn burner, 32-0 Omaha out in front of Shreveport. You're listening to National Arena League. It's supposed to be professional indoor football right here across the NAL network.
Jersey Sports Bar, Grill, and Keno, they opened in the summer of 2010. Since that time, it's grown from a humble local haunt to one of the finest sports bars in the Omaha metro area. Maintaining its promise of standard cuisine, Jersey's has perfected the art of bar food and as what the Omaha World Herald referred to as a menu on steroids. Jersey Sports Bar, Grill, and Keno offers over 20 local and international beers on tap and dozens more by the bottle. Full liquor and wine selection completes the available choices, and live Keno where you can win up to $50,000 in cash, leather Keno chairs, darts, video games, and a staff that prides itself on prompt, friendly, indulgent service. It sets them apart from the run-of-the-mill sports bars. Whether you're wearing a tie or Tevas, come on in and see for yourself why Jersey's is raising the bar for sports bars in Omaha. That's too loud. Welcome back, half number 2. At the Slaughterhouse here, we are ready for another exciting half of
special indoor football here.
Are we ready?
I don't know.
Maybe.
It was fun seeing the halftime honorees. There's so much history here. We hit players and coaches and announcers and stuff that go back to the beginning of this, back in the year 2000, the Civic Auditorium. And again, it's the longest running indoor football team in the country. 26 years. It's a big deal, and proud to be able to celebrate that here tonight. We're ready for half number 2. Omaha is going to give the ball up here to get going.
Shudak puts his right foot into it, drills it deep into the net.
You want to double deuce it.
He wanted to make it 2 more points for the Beef, but he pulled it left just a little bit. So the Rouxgaroux will start at the 20-yard line.
So, Kirk, second half, obviously the big thing is keep your composure. This is a game that you have in control. You also want to play well and finish it out, too. You don't want to let up. You want to get ready for Colorado next week.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've seen, this team, too, Shreveport, we haven't seen anything cheap or anything like that.
Not yet, no. I'm actually impressed with that. I'll be honest. Big task in front of them, though. They trail by 32. You got a quarterback with not a lot of experience. He took some hits in that first half, and he's not in. They got a change here. We have a change. We're going to have the third player taking snaps.
The third quarterback to take snaps here tonight for the Rouxgaroux is going to be Montez Moore. And he is immediately...
He may change his mind.
Under fire as he dropped back to pass, but had absolutely no time as Kai Black was in quickly from his defensive end spot. They've got Kai Black playing defensive end. It looks like Rockman is in at linebacker, and they could not block Mr. Black.
Montez Moore, another player we don't know a lot about. I can tell you this, he was not a member of Shreveport a week ago. He was not a member of the Dallas, not Atlanta Falcons a week ago. He's now quarterback of the Shreveport Rouxgaroux for half number 2.
And we know he wasn't a member of the Dallas Cowboys either.
No, or the Atlanta Falcons.
That's right. Moore remains a quarterback.
They let it go.
He's got some speed, eludes a defender at the 15-yard line and takes it near the 20-yard line. So a good run on second down there for Montez Moore.
Score update up north, Colorado having their way with Sioux City. 31-10, they are at halftime. That means next week, big game out in Denver. Omaha and Colorado are going to play the first of back-to-back games. Last regular season game, that will decide where the next week's at. The playoff game then will be 1 week after.
Some exciting happenings coming up in the next month here in the NAL. Ball is juggled there by Jefferson.
Yeah. Boy, I thought that ball was out. I have no idea how he got that back in.
It did pop out momentarily, but Jefferson was able to corral it. He's going to lose yardage, however. And it's going to set up a 4th down and long at the Rouxgaroux 19-yard line. Let's see what Coach Russ dials up here on 4th down for the Rouxgaroux. Moore stays in at quarterback.
Only need a yard, but an empty backfield.
Empty backfield for the visitors. Moore takes the snap, wanted to throw it, decides he wanted to run, flushed out of the pocket, and evades a defender, and he's going to have 1st down yardage.
We got a flag in the backfield, though.
But we have a flag down at the 8-yard line. Maybe a hold on the Rouxgaroux. We got to see what's happening here.
I believe so. It was early in the play before he was scrambling around, and here's the call.
It's going to be an illegal procedure call.
They did a no-no.
So that's going to be declined.
Why?
Can you decline?
Oh, it's 4th and 11. I thought it was 4th and 1. I'm looking at the wrong marker. Yeah,
correct.
Decline that.
Yeah, they're going to decline that, and the Beef are going to take over on downs right at midfield.
Well, good start for Omaha defensively. The defense gets Makes the three, make it 4 and out. Got the ball midfield, 25 yards, 32-point lead. See if they can continue the momentum here to start half number 2.
The only time the Beef were stopped offensively was the last drive of the first half when they were held out of the end zone on downs as the clock expired. Brown remains at quarterback. Taylor in the backfield. Quick pass.
Contact there.
Quick pass, trying to get it to Langford in the left flat. But that route was jumped by Trayon Maxey.
There's contact there, Kirk, but they're within 5 yards, though, so he can hit them, right?
Right, yeah.
Oh, turn you up there. Right? There we go.
Maxey comes up to make a nice defensive play for the Rouxgaroux. Almost got his hands on it. He was thinking house call if he could have picked off that pass, but it falls incomplete. That's the 4th straight incompletion for Brown. He's going to try to look to get back on track here on the first drive of the second half. He's flushed out of the pocket, throws it downfield. That was on time. Great catch.
Nice catch.
By Ross.
Ross having a good night here, both running the ball, and that's his first catch right there, but we're going to have another penalty. It looks like it's going to go against Omaha and back him up. I thought they were offsides. They didn't give him for that, but it looks like they got him for a hold.
That was a great pass by Brown there on the move as he finds Ross for what would have been a first down, but that holding penalty is going to cost the Beef 10 yards. And move the ball back to the 15, where it's going to be second and Council Bluffs. A long ways to go for the Beef here on second down.
Well, we've seen big plays from Omaha, though, and they still have at least 2, if not 3 downs to get it. So we'll see what they elect to do here. You figure they're going to put the ball in the air, though, here on second down and 20.
Second and 20 for the Beef. Taylor, Conliff, Allen, and Langford in at receiver for Omaha. It's going to be a jet sweep. Going to Taylor. Looked like could have been a face mask.
I thought so.
No flag down, and Taylor's finally wrestled to the turf by Lazard for the Rouxgaroux.
Taylor ran into his own man. That's actually what stopped the play. And but he did pick up 8. Makes it third down and 12. Again, probably 4-down territory, not because of where they're at, but just because of the score of the game, and they have that offense out there. So you got 2 shots to get this 12 yards. We'll see if they can get big chunk right here.
Tobias Taylor donning a number 4 jersey, of course, because his number 23 jersey got ripped to shreds.
There it is, big ball.
Deep pass downfield, up for grabs, intercepted. It looks like,
what are you doing?
Arthur Jones Jr. is going to
waving at. You're down 32-0. Who are you taunting the crowd for?
Jones Jr. with a nice play in the end zone to pick that pass off. But like Todd said,
you act like you've been there before, but obviously they haven't.
Maybe he hasn't been there before.
Yeah, I think it's apparent. I mean, that's the scoreboard, right?
Maybe he hasn't been in the end zone picking off a pass before. I don't know.
Well, wasn't even the guy who intercepted who was doing the taunting.
Oh, it wasn't?
No,
I thought
it was like he was happy for his teammate.
I thought it was Jones Jr. doing the taunting, but it was somebody.
No, it was, where'd my handwritten roster go? It was De Lazard.
Well, why do you look for your roster?
2 uniform violations, by the way, which I'm sure he'll never get paid for.
While we look for our handwritten rosters, we're going to take a quick break. We have a timeout on the field. The Beef lead 32-0, 8:44 remaining in the third quarter.
Experience the urban energy and Midwest charm of the Gateway to the West by American Inn by Wyndham, Omaha, near the zoo. Off I-80 and 7 miles from Epley Airfield, our non-smoking pet-friendly hotel in Omaha City Center is less than a mile from the renowned Omaha's Henry Doorly Zoo and Aquarium and minutes from the Durham Museum, Omaha Children's Museum, and the Palawan. Catch a baseball game at Charles Schwab Field and see a Broadway show at the Orpheum Theater or stroll Heartland American Park at the riverfront. That's American Inn by Wyndham. AC Nelson RV is the oldest RV dealership in the world. They carry new and used RVs from top manufacturers including travel trailers, fifth wheels, full-down campers, toy haulers, and motorhomes that you will absolutely love. Browse online and in-store inventory, read customer testimonials, and let them help you with your RV financing. You can also shop online RV parts catalog. Learn more about their RV service centers and RV parts stores, meet their staff, and visit some of their local campgrounds. Visit them today, acnrv.com today.
Welcome back to Liberty First Arena in Ralston, 8:44 to go, third quarter. 32-0 Omaha. Final out in Wheeling tonight, 39-13 Columbus takes care of Wheeling, and I believe that sets the playoffs over on the American side of Columbus will now face Beaumont, who Columbus beat Beaumont to give Beaumont their only loss. That will be a game in Beaumont unless they somehow lose to the semi-pro team they're playing tonight or tomorrow or whenever that game is. There have been dates all over, nobody actually knows. Or they play Shreveport next week, which is might be a very tough opponent for Beaumont, right?
Absolutely.
They'll probably get better by next week, I suppose. Or?
Anything can happen.
You never know.
Over on that side of the division.
But I believe, and I might be wrong because we don't see a lot about it, but I believe our playoff teams are set now.
I think you're right.
Colorado in the National Division.
National Division.
That's what they call it, right?
Yep, that's right.
Whoever came up with that. And then on the right side, east side, Columbus and Beaumont in the, what do they call it? American. I should know that.
You should. You should never forget that.
I should know that for some reason.
Moore's going to stay at quarterback for the Rouxgaroux. He keeps it himself and is swarmed at the 1-yard line.
Wrong way.
They're going to mark him down at the 1.
That's a correct call. That's forward progress.
Correct.
That's where he's hit. But he's 1 yard away from the end zone. We've seen this play already in the first quarter.
Ralph Turner is having himself a game for the Omaha Beef. He has been in the Shreveport backfield the entire game. Kirk mentioned it earlier. Not a very big front line for the Rouxgaroux, and they're getting pushed around.
And you know they're going to bring the pressure here, right, Kirk?
By that defensive front.
They're smelling blood.
That's the plan.
Moore takes the snap. Flags are down.
Oh, no. It's going to back them up half the distance.
Yeah.
Was there half the distance from the 1? Well, not a lot of room for error now, right?
It's not going to cost them too many yards, but they're inside the 1-yard line now.
Coach is in the huddle. He's not supposed to be. They got to get him out. But probably the least of Shreveport's concerns.
I would say definitely. Not much going right for the Rouxgaroux here tonight.
Wonder what play he gave him. Go forward, right?
Midway through the third quarter, it's been all be 32-0 in front of Shreveport. Moore's going to remain in the shotgun.
That's out. That's out.
I think
that's the ball.
Ball was out of play.
Safety.
And it's going to result.
Wall is out. It should have been dead as soon as it hit the wall. The wall is not live.
Correct. So that's going to be the second safety of the game for the Omaha Beef. And it's going to bring the score to 34-0. 7:16 remaining in the third quarter.
You know, there's just there's some things you kind of want to say about Shreveport right now. I'll wait till the fourth quarter.
I thought you were going to say, but I'm not going to.
No, I'll wait till the fourth quarter.
Okay, all right.
First off, let me. I guess I probably say some stuff I shouldn't, but that market deserves a good team. Okay. I mean, there's been good teams in there in previous leagues. They have a great hockey team now there. They have a great venue. They have a great fan base and a great facility. The fact that this is what they put on the field this year, I feel bad for the Shreveport market because this is not what the National Arena League expected out of Shreveport. I'll just put it that way.
Yeah,
Kirk, you want to get in? We're going to get fined, so go ahead and just add to it.
I was back in Shreveport 50 years ago, 1975.
It looks the same. It's the same building. It's the same thing.
But it come back when you talk to the fans and so on, they were great. When our season actually folded in 3/4 of the way through the season.
That happened 50 years ago, too?
1975.
So it's not anything new.
No, but I mean, there was, I don't know how they tracked me down, whatever, but they sent a check for $300.
That's like
the fan gives a fan club, not the team.
Okay.
Sent it. Who said enjoyed having you here in Shreveport.
I mean, seriously, what am I looking at here?
Jefferson sends a spinner down to the 20-yard line.
Best play for Shreveport all night.
And it's going to result in a fumble. The Beef turned the ball over on the ensuing kickoff after the safety. The first turnover of the game, or a second turnover of the game for the Beef. Brown also had a first half interception, but this one going to be the first fumble of the night for the Beef, and it's going to set up the Rouxgaroux at the Beef 20-yard line.
So in all seriousness, this is what you have to avoid. We get into games like this, right? You lose your concentration. You got to keep your edge. It's tough. You can't play down to your opponent.
That's right.
And, you see Omaha right now. We have a defensive back there just started doing push-ups. He knows that's unacceptable. That's the mindset you need out of Omaha. Remember, 2 championships in a row. They're looking for 3. They've been in 3 straight championship games. They're looking for their 4th this year. That's why there's a coaching change early this year, right? That's the culture Ricky Burks wants to keep here. And speaking of Mike Tatum, I got news on him after the snap.
Now we have, it looks like Tudman is back in at quarterback for the Rouxgaroux. Some confusion in the backfield.
He drew the short straw, so he had to go back in probably.
He wanted to hand the ball off, but the running back didn't seem too willing to take it from him, so Tudman had to keep it himself. And he's going to lose a yard on first down.
Mike Tatum announced as offensive coordinator and assistant head coach with the Massachusetts Pirates of the IFL. So good for him.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Jason, we did a lot of shows with him. Liked Mike.
Yeah.
Wish him the best success. Great coaches shows.
Yeah.
It's like, he was
always
great
entertaining
up front, and wish him the best success. Hopefully works out for him out east.
Some more confusion offensively here for the Rouxgaroux. Play clock winding down. Tudman's going to throw up.
That's how they're going to have to score. Totally blown play.
I don't think that was even the intent of the receiver.
He was not.
But it's going to work out for the Rouxgaroux, and they're going to get 6 points out of it. That's more. Hauling in the touchdown pass, but I believe the pass was intended for Laughing House.
Yeah, there was nothing went right on that play, except they ended up in the end zone. And again, Omaha, I think this game's decided, right, Kirk?
Yeah, I don't.
But this is where you got to go and concentrate. You got to stay focused.
You got to finish.
You got to finish, right? You got to play 4 quarters.
So Shreveport gets on the board for the first time at the 4:40 mark.
And I got now Hall of Fame coach James Kerwin here agreeing with us. He's right here.
I know.
You're this close to greatness. I can't even believe he's letting you sit next to him.
I can't either. Well, I can't believe he's sitting.
Well, I can't believe
he's sitting next to you of
That's
all
true.
people. I mean, really.
He's obviously made some poor choices. Why do we got guys laying on the ground? What's going on here?
What? Did we miss something here? I don't think we had a play. Obviously, the Rouxgaroux are going for 2 here.
Because they have no kicker. Did I mention that yet?
Because they have no kicker. It looks like Tudman is going under center.
And you're down 28, so why not?
Going under center for the first time tonight. Takes the snap.
Boy, they didn't see that coming.
Yeah,
that wasn't going to work.
that didn't work.
That's your 2-point play. What do you think about that, Coach? You like that? Coach don't like that.
Jefferson took the handoff, and he didn't have a chance. The timing was all screwed up on that play, and the Beef were in the backfield right when Tudman handed the ball to Jefferson. So the 2-point conversion is no good, but the Rouxgaroux are on the board. They trail it 34-6, 3:54 remaining in the third quarter.
Let's keep it here. No, let's keep it here.
We're going to keep it here?
Let's keep it here. Got Kirk Heyer down there.
Yeah.
Kirk, we got James Kerwin right here in our presence.
Yes.
We should be doing a podcast with him. Who's the other great coaches? Andy Yost.
Andy.
Bruce Cowdery, if we get him on, if he's still alive, and I think he is.
I think so too,
For the moment. Coach?
Hey, what's up?
How you doing? What do you think of this effort here tonight?
Oh, this is awesome football. It's great football.
If you're defense right now for Omaha, defensive coordinator, assistant head coach,
I'd bring
full
it.
head coach. Oh, you're
Cover
bring it,
zero.
right?
Oh, yeah, we're bringing it.
All night, every time, jailbreak, whatever, right?
I'd be really mad about that 6 points right now.
You would be, because that was should not have happened.
HS.
So, I mean, talk about, Omaha's, doing what they're doing. Bigger picture, and this is what I want to talk about in the fourth quarter. This league right now, you played with some teams, obviously, throughout, and you've seen several leagues. They're always competitive. I'm not sure what to think of the National Arena League right now.
Well, I think there's...
And go ahead, and nobody's listening. Say anything you want.
The issue, I believe, is you just don't have the right ownership and leadership, right? And there's such a disparity. Obviously, look at what Omaha could be, the top of the heap, right? And then you just got these lower-level teams that don't have any kind of leadership or ownership.
Omaha is better than this league right now. And not just Omaha. There are teams that there are long-time teams in this league right now. Omaha, Sioux City, Columbus. We got teams with longevity.
Well, here's the thing about Shreveport. In the past, Shreveport has had some good IFL and IFL teams. And they just have a plethora of talent down there. It's just they don't have any leadership, or I don't know what the deal is, right? And there's always been talent in Louisiana. We've competed with those teams in the past that have had collectively good programs. And it's just been tough.
Quick question.
Yeah.
What do you think of Courtney Grigsby?
I love Courtney.
Well,
I love Grigsby.
Told him to come up. You see him?
I do not. I think he took off. Yeah, I love Grigsby, man. He's one of my favorite players.
Man.
He brought it every game, man. He would be a difference maker.
You want to see it? If you haven't seen it, Google on YouTube. Courtney Grigsby kills a guy.
Yeah,
that's a true video.
That's a dig route.
Go check it out.
He depleted the guy on a dig route. It was unbelievable, man. He soft-stepped him. He soft-stepped him. He sucked him into the route. Took him out.
You need to give your headphones back. That's the play-by-play guy.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, dude, there we go. Oh, bouncing around. I'm covering for you. You're back, Jason.
Yeah, I was just going to let Coach take it over.
He would. He'd talk all night, trust me. And it'd be more entertaining than the rest of this game, trust me.
Absolutely, without a doubt. So the Beef are going to have it at their own 17-yard line. That's Brentley Allen on the return. He gets up a little bit gimpy. Hopefully he's okay. So the lead is 34-6. We approach the end of the third quarter. Let's see if the Beef offense can get on the board for the first time here in the second half. It's kind of been an uneven performance by the offense their last 3 offensive possessions. I know Coach Negron is going to want to get back on track here and put some more points on the board to help build momentum to what is going to be a big game next Saturday in Colorado.
That is a big game, right?
Big one. Brown hands it off to Taylor. Plenty Taylor is going to be close to a first down as he crosses midfield.
2 jerseys for him tonight, right? And they're auctioning off the jerseys, so he's doing his part. I mean, 2 charity jerseys, right? Good for him.
He lost his first one in the first half. It got
Which one's more valuable?
ripped in half. I would say that one.
I would agree.
Because you can obviously say it's a game-worn jersey. I mean, it was ripped up in competition, so, I mean, that's a keepsake right there. Brown in the shotgun with Taylor to his right. He's going to give it to Taylor again. We have flags down before the play. He hurdles a defender and takes it to the 15-yard line, but we're going to see who moved early, the offense or the defense.
There's a point of emphasis, I will tell you, in the National Arena League for illegal defenses.
Yeah, and that's what we're going to have here.
A lot of these calls have been missed. And it's a different sport, right, Kirk?
Right.
Than outdoor, right? And nothing against officials, but it's a tough thing to learn, right? So, but there's been a point of emphasis. There have been a lot of missed illegal defensive calls. And that's why I liked when I broadcast with the coach right here, James Kerr. He knew every one of those when they missed them as a defensive coach. He's like, what the hell?
Well, and as a defensive player, you're aggressive.
Right.
You just are. I mean, you can't. It takes time to get the rules as far as they are right now with this, and so it's always being aggressive.
The run by Taylor sets the Beef up with a first down at the Rouxgaroux 15-yard line. Taylor gets it again, and he's going to gain short yardage off the right side, setting up second and long.
Do you know the commissioner of the National Arena League is here tonight?
Yes.
I can see him.
Yeah, he's sitting right down there.
He should come up here. I have questions. That would be a great interaction, wouldn't it?
For you, maybe not so much for him.
I think the fans would like it. Well, no, he probably wouldn't like the questions, but
I'm thinking
I got a lot of questions.
Not.
I think fans want to know some stuff.
Second down and 8.
By the way, don't envy him for that position.
Oh, Lord, no. Second down
literally
and 8
could not have paid me enough.
For the Beef at the 12-yard line. Brown takes the snap, fakes it to Taylor, throws it over the middle.
If he missed that one.
Wide open.
My God.
That's Conliffe in the end zone. That's going to be his second touchdown catch of the night, and we've got a celebration in the end zone. Even Junebug getting in on that celebration.
Junebug scored tonight. He can celebrate now.
That's right. Conliffe caught a 25-yarder in the first quarter. He catches the 14-yarder here in the third quarter, and the Beef increased their lead to 40-6. Shudak is on for the extra point. He uncharacteristically missed one in the first half, but has since made his last 2. And he's also added 2 deuces on the night for the Beef.
Oh, there you go. Timeout. Good. That's important. Because,
we have an untimed down.
Well, they call the timeout. It's important because they stop selling beer when the fourth quarter starts.
Dear
so
Lord,
that's important for the fans.
I thought, why in the hell would anybody take a timeout before an extra point?
That's the reason, would be my guess.
Okay. That makes sense.
Obviously. Big extra point.
Shudak with no time remaining on the clock. Kick is blocked.
That's embarrassing.
Kick is blocked. Shreveport had a chance to pick it up and advance it, but they get stopped before they can get too far, and that is going to bring an end to the third quarter. We have 15 minutes left to play here at the Slaughterhouse. It's all Beef. They lead it 40-6 on Heroes Night. We'll be back with more NAL indoor action in a moment.
Hample Sheet Metal Works has been Nebraska's leader in custom metal fabrication since 1903, combining old-world craftsmanship with modern technology to provide an unparalleled specialty metal experience. Providing services ranging from small personal items to large commercial and industrial projects has been the trademark of a local company with over 120 years of combined shop experience to draw from. Just contact our staff at HampleSheetMetal.com or call us at 402-341-4305 and get the special product and customer service you want and deserve.
At Lawn, Land, and Beyond, our mission is to enhance outdoor spaces by providing exceptional landscaping services and sustainable solutions. We are dedicated to creating beautiful, functional environments that inspire connection with nature while prioritizing eco-friendly practices. Our commitment to quality, innovation, and customer satisfaction
Kirk Heyer on top of things here tonight. He noticed that Coach Negron threw the challenge flag on that extra point attempt, and the Beef are going to get another chance at it because the Rouxgaroux were called offsides. As a result, the Beef will get another shot here before we get to the fourth quarter. And the Beef are going to go for two for the first time here tonight. Brown is in the shotgun with Taylor behind him, and I'm imagining he's going to give it off to Taylor. He does, but he is stopped short, and the two-point conversion is going to be no good.
He actually lost 2 yards.
He did. He got stuck well beyond the line of scrimmage. So as a result, the score going into the fourth quarter is going to be 40-6. The Omaha Beef on top at the Liberty First Credit Union Arena. We have now reached the fourth quarter. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with the final stanza in a moment.
For all home and businesses, Larson Painting applies quality protective coverings to walls, woodwork, decking, exterior trim, and siding. We take pride in our work because it's essential that your most important investment be protected properly. The right paint and stain applied correctly will add beauty and value to your home or workplace for years to come. Whether it be residential or commercial, interior or exterior, small or large, we can complete the job with the expertise you expect from professionals. Call or text 402-432-1364 to get the job done.
At CBD American Shaman, it's our mission to bring wellness to the world. That's why we follow the best industry standards and have even developed our own technology to make our products fast, effective, and safe. When you buy from CBD American Shaman, you can find relief and rest assured at our CBD offerings. Beginning your journey with CBD and hemp products can feel intimidating at first. You've heard of the amazing benefits of CBD, but where do you start? Whether you're looking for help with wellness, beauty, or pain relief, we are committed to helping you find the product that's right for you. CBD American Shaman at the Old Market. Optimal T in Council Bluffs is a hormone replacement therapy clinic specializing in testosterone therapy, low T treatments, and weight loss. Located in Council Bluffs, they offer affordable treatments specific to each client's needs. They diagnose and treat with a single purpose in mind, to promote a happier and healthier life for each of their clients. Visit them online today at OptimalTCB.com for more information. Welcome back to the Slaughterhouse. They are, I guess they call this painting it orange, right, Jason? Is that what they're doing? They're painting it orange or whatever? Go to quarter number 4.
I didn't hear the question.
I said I think they're painting it orange or whatever they call this here.
Oh, yeah, okay. I see what you're saying, yeah.
Omaha seems to be out in front, 40-6. I'm working it. I got some connections. I'm going to have the commissioner, I believe, up here in the fourth quarter.
That'll be good.
Yeah, should be good, right?
Yeah, I mean, he can have my headset.
We're going to talk about the state of the league a little bit, maybe.
What you two have to talk about will be more than likely much more interesting than what's happening on the field.
That is a very fair statement, I think. As Omaha has secured their playoff spot, we have already talked about that. Colorado well out in front of Sioux City. It is 38-17 up. At the
Tyson Vet Center right now, so Omaha's probably going to have to do their own dirty work, and that means going out to Denver next week. That's a big game. As those two meet, they will play 2 weeks in a row. First game in Denver decides who hosts the playoff game. Second week decides who goes to the championship game.
Yeah, some very important implications on the line here in the next couple of weeks. Obviously, the playoffs are slated to start June 7th. With the championship to be played on June 14th, we just have to figure out who the combatants are going to be. But
And
things are kind of coming into shape
luckily,
here.
things are working out for Shreveport to host semi-pro game that week.
Correct. It doesn't look
Omaha will take care of that for them, it looks like.
It doesn't look like they'll be a part of the NAL playoffs, so they'll be able to play that semi-pro game.
Which is the ultimate goal, right?
In front of friends and family. Literally, just friends and family.
It may just be that, yeah.
So Shudak's going to get ready to put the ball in the air. The Beef are on top, 40-6. We have 15 minutes to play here in the rest of this one at the Slaughterhouse. Heroes Night, Ring of Honor Night. Really what's happened off the field tonight with the honoring of our military and the Ring of Honor has probably been much more important than what's happened on the field.
Not even a question.
No question about that. As Shudak's kick sails into the fourth row, a souvenir for a fan. DJ K-Dubs over there, I see.
He's hard to miss. He'll be with us, Coach's Show, Let It Fly, Monday. That's the day after tomorrow.
Yep.
Downtown Omaha. We will talk about this. It is Memorial Day. We'll be there anyways. We will be talking about this epic matchup and then the big game to figure out home field for the first round of the playoffs. A week later, Brandon Groen will join us. And then, if you're free tonight, Winchester's 70th at Q.
Yep.
We'll be rehashing this game. Coaches, players, fans,
looks like
etc.
We'll be celebrating another Beef win. Tudman remains at quarterback. Empty backfield. Throws it to his left. Pass is caught by number 6. That's LaMarcus Preston. He's taken down by Marcus Gray and Ponce de Leon over here. Looks like it's going to be close to a first down. Actually, it is going to be a first down. They're going to move the chains. A nice completion there for the Rouxgaroux. Trying to get the chain set. And it looks like they have them set now. So that's going to be a fresh set of downs for the visitors at the Beef 19-yard line. Tudman, empty backfield, takes the snap, drops back to pass, heavy pressure.
Whoa.
Oh, he was wide open.
He was, but you didn't throw it to him.
Tudman had no chance there. Tobias Taylor getting some action on the defensive side of the football. They did not block him, and as a result, the Rouxgaroux quarterback was not able to find a wide open receiver downfield. That's going to bring up second down for the visitors. Tudman in the shotgun. He's trying to direct traffic. Was not expecting the snap. The ball is on the turf. Who's going to get on top of it? A mad scramble for the football.
That's the third snap we've seen that was not expected tonight for Shreveport. Luckily, I believe
it looks like
they got back on it.
The Rouxgaroux got back on top of the football, but Tudman was directing traffic, trying to get one of his receivers to his left lined up. Was not expecting that snap, and the Rouxgaroux lucky to maintain possession. It's going to be third down.
In a bunch. Look, 1, 2, 3.
Very,
19,
very far.
I think we got.
Very far.
Fans have started to depart.
just so they save Kirk a spot at Winchester's. That's all that matters.
Kirk's got a special parking spot at Winchester.
Yeah, he does. Tudman takes the snap, drops back to pass, rolls out to his right, heavy pressure, and is just going to have to throw it away. Out of bounds. Tobias Taylor again in with some pressure from his defensive end spot. So Champ earning his paycheck tonight, playing both sides of the football. 4th down and 19 for the Rouxgaroux. Tudman is really hoping his offensive line blocks for him tonight. Drops back to pass, looking downfield. It's going to be intercepted. I believe that's Adams with the interception.
We got flags back at the fine, the flag too. We're going to have penalties. I think we're going to have a roughing the passer.
Yeah.
So that'll negate
That's
it.
one of the penalties. Yeah. I thought we had another one in the secondary, but I don't see one. They're going to get rocked for that one. That's the 3rd roughing the passer penalty here tonight, Todd, for the Beef.
So we have, did you see who just popped up here? It's the commissioner of the National Arena League.
In Omaha.
Brandon Icard.
Yeah, I know. Like we talked last time. I know we talked off air. Todd, I didn't know if I'd be allowed back in the building.
Don't tell anybody that we know each other. No, actually, good friend. You got the, I'll just be honest, I can say this, you got the worst job probably in the league.
I don't know. It's a tough one, man. It takes a lot of strength to get through the day sometimes.
You know, we're talking a little bit about this game right here. First off, can you answer me a question? What's the official result of Shreveport's last game?
The official result of Shreveport's last game was that the Dallas Falcons did forfeit. Honestly, per the referee's report, they left the field and just did not return to play. And that's the honest truth. That's per the referee's report.
We didn't know that, you know, so that's kind of crazy. But they're going to play again.
They are. They've added a game. That's what we've been told.
Wait. So we got a penalty here.
More confusion on the snap for the Rouxgaroux, and the pass is going to be intercepted for a second consecutive play by Adams.
We got more flags.
We have more flags down on the field.
And don't answer anything you don't want to, Brandon.
Oh, absolutely. You know I won't talk.
I know, right? What do you mean, as I've been told, or we've been told?
So it's a non-league game, obviously. So all the other
obviously
ones,
the season's over.
Correct. So all the other ones had been completed, and they believe they'd had a game set up for their sponsors, which they had to lose during the season. So they've added that one back to fulfill their sponsorship needs. Which I believe that's at least a good business practice.
No, I like that. I like that. Yeah. So, cool. Will it be broadcast?
No, it will not be broadcast.
Oh, that's sad.
No.
I was looking forward to the rematch. I mean,
that will be. We'll be most of the attention league-wide will be going towards obviously getting ready for the playoff game that weekend. So we'll have that set up.
There are two good. I believe with the Wheeling loss tonight, the American Division is set. Correct, or am I wrong?
So currently, as it stands, Columbus is in the driver's seat. The outcome of this game looks similar to where we know it's going, right? Unless there's some great comeback, which can happen in football. If that does not happen, Columbus would be the number 2 seed in the American. The only way they could go to next week potentially is if we have that great comeback for Shreveport.
In this game right here?
Yes.
I'm going to discount that. Okay. I know you can't, but I'm going to take a liberty.
Yeah, so that's, and then right now Columbus is in the driver's seat.
So we've got some good matchups coming. We got Omaha, Colorado.
Right.
Next week playing for the home field.
Correct.
Which obviously is huge.
Yeah, Colorado's up right now. I was watching that game.
Yeah, that game's over. It's 45-17. Not over, but...
Yeah, but I mean, so if Colorado does get that win, it will be next week in Colorado for home field advantage, obviously in the national side.
And then we have Columbus and Beaumont, which Columbus is the one team to beat Beaumont.
Correct. And they will be going back to Beaumont, whereas the one place that they beat them at. So it'll be interesting to see that.
Speaking of interesting, there have been some interesting calls in Beaumont. I don't know if you noticed.
There have, and you know, there's been a lot of of stuff that's happening. It's growing as a league, new team, new everything. So making sure that stuff is taken care of. We've worked with everyone to make sure it gets handled. We want everything to be standard across the board moving forward.
The Beef take over after the interception, and they have a first down pass play. It's Brown to Moose. Moose hauls it in at the Shreveport 16-yard line. The Beef in front here tonight, 40-6. We tick down to the 9-minute mark of the fourth quarter. Many of the starters still in for Omaha as we get ready to close this one out here tonight.
Let me ask you, Brandon, you've been here twice now at the Slaughterhouse. Just give us your impressions between this. I know you've been to all places in the league. I know you've been to other places in other leagues. As we see this completion here, just give us a little bit your impressions of the Slaughterhouse, and then hopefully I could, people may not know that I've kind of done some of the things you've done.
Right.
But it's like, how do you build this for the rest of the league?
So, the key of this, and I talked about this actually, I was in Wheeling 2 weeks ago, and they had me on, Jeff asked me the same kind of question. What do you like everywhere? And I said, going to all the different arenas gives me a chance to see everything that's going on. Obviously, here, and I'm going to say Sioux City. I know your fans may not love to hear that.
I like Sioux City.
But here, Sioux City, those guys, and you have been doing it so long here that you have it set. My wife is here with me tonight, and I was like, you're going to love this. I said, there's an action-packed thing going on at all times.
The Beef with a second down and 3 at the 10-yard line. Brown's going to keep it and try to get into the end zone. They're going to mark him short. They're going to say he's down at the 1-yard line. Shreveport ended up with the football, but
we have the commissioner up here, Brandon Eckhart. And again, you hit on something that I always preach on too. You have teams with longevity, whether it's Omaha, Sioux City, Columbus.
Yes.
Then you got teams that are doing some good things, whether it's a Wheeling or good business practices as well.
So it's growing and it's going in the right direction. There's been a lot of, we know this, you've been around this, both you guys have been around this for a while, and there's been a lot of negativity. It's just about getting everything in the right perspective for all the fans to understand what we're trying to build as a proper league. Do it the right way and have it as good teams that are valuable to the Arena League with us, obviously the National Arena League.
We're going to have a review here to see if that's a touchdown. So I'll follow up on that with the question that was kind of left there and is the difficult one. Sometimes you get teams that try not to do it the right way. And I'm not looking at a team that's on the field right now, but, you look at the personnel they have, you look at whatever they're doing, there's some weird things going on there. And I'm asking you a loaded question that I already know the answer to. What do you do with that? That's the toughest part. That's the challenge. Everybody goes, vet the team. We got it. We understand that. But when you actually get to the time to pony up, it changes, right?
Yeah, everything changes with every organization. And you're going to have teams that even will, you're talking about a different roster set. So that's the thing about the league with locked rosters. People don't know intricate rules, and we can talk about that. Rosters do lock to prevent teams from stacking. Well, up until a roster locks, you can release anyone, sign anyone. You can do a whole new roster change. And a lot of people don't understand that fact. Whether it's for whatever reasons you choose, you can do that to either better your roster, make changes at certain positions and things. So that allows. And our rosters do lock next week. So
it's tough to regulate away the the weird stuff,
correct,
right?
Yeah.
Because then you over-regulate, and then it's like...
Yeah, and everyone, obviously with the National Arena League, it's a little different than some people understand with most of these things. There were other leagues that I've been involved with in the past, which you know about, that it was a single ownership, not the National Arena League.
Whole different way of operating.
You basically take it there and you wave...
Those leagues that you have a single owner, obviously it's more of a dictatorship. Correct. Easier to do, but in my opinion, it's tough because you don't have buy-in from everybody.
Correct. Right? And that's the thing with the National Arena League, with every owner having a say, a seat at the table, it gives them the buy-in, like you said. So they all want to do this the right way together, and you find out those guys who do and those guys who don't. With having a great group of owners together, you can always build the right way. And you talk about vetting, expansion. We talked about this many times. I've talked about this on every podcast and things of that nature. I've said this. It's not about vetting a team and adding a team just to add a team. You want stable organizations and stable teams. So if we've got 8 organizations that are stable...
Brown down was ruled down at the 1-yard line. The Beef are going to try to throw it into the end zone on first down, but the pass is incomplete. As it goes into the netting, Brown was looking for Langford in the back of the end zone.
What do you want to do going to 2026 or still finishing this year? What's the plan, and what can I do to help?
I mean, the plan right now is, like I said, everyone now starts worrying about expansion. That's what everyone wants to do. And I've spoken, all the owners agree. It's about having quality teams. That's what I was starting before the play. And not necessarily just grabbing teams to say we're at 8. We don't need to add 8 more teams just to get to 16. We add as needed, proper teams that fit the mold of what we're looking to do as a league and where we want to go and how we want to grow it. That's the expansion side, obviously.
How about contraction?
The thing with contraction is it's a year-to-year basis. I mean, teams may want to not stay within the league. They may want to, unfortunately, the way the indoor world works, they can opt and do other things that they choose.
Yeah, they're not that bound.
Right.
So let's talk a couple, since you're here, I got you, what the hell? Carolina.
Okay.
We haven't seen a lot other than they were eliminated from the league.
Correct.
What's their stats right now? We see them saying a lot of stuff.
Correct.
I'll be honest, outsider, I haven't seen much from the National Radio League. I know what I would think their position is right now. You're going to reapply to get back in this league. But tell us where you're at.
So when they went to the dormant status that they are, there were a lot of things that was very public. No one had anything hidden there. It was put out there on social media and across the nation. Obviously, news teams, everything. There was no hiding it. And we basically spoke with the ownership group and said, hey guys, you've got to fix this. Like, we can't have this. This is not the look we want. This is not the standard we're setting for the league. And they've actually taken it upon themselves to go in and do the right things. The things you see they're posting, I know you're here in Omaha and may not believe it. I'm in North Carolina.
I don't believe anything.
So they literally are doing a lot of those things. I actually spoke with the owners yesterday, and they're trying to.
The Beef get into the end zone. They had to take a timeout because the play clock was running down prior to the previous play. They get organized. They find Champ Taylor. They give it to him, and he gets into the end zone for the second time here tonight, and the Beef lead increases to 40 as we tick under 6 minutes left to play.
Omaha's got a good chance.
You like their chances?
I like their chances.
All right, I agree.
Back to the more important thing.
So Carolina, they are doing the right steps to take care of everything. They're taking care of all their past due debts. Once they get to that point, they will have to come back to the league and say, hey guys, we've done this, we've done our due diligence to make everything right, and go from there. That would be the ultimate goal. And then obviously, if they do the things they're supposed to, meet the standards, and can prove that their standard going forward is going to be where it is, then I think the league would look at it again. I mean, a legacy franchise is what everybody likes to use because they were in the original one.
Right.
I mean, other than Columbus leaving for 4 or 5 years, Columbus is back and they were one of the legacies as well. So it's nice to have those organizations that have been around a while. It's just a transition process of making sure it's done. Again, the standard of expectation. And I know that people don't believe that that's what's trying to be done because they don't see the inner workings, but that's understandable.
I'll put you on the spot one more time. There's a team I'm looking at. There's a lot of items. I pointed them out tonight. They have not hit with the league. Whether it's names on jerseys, uniform violations, players, whatever. I mean, again, I know it's a loaded question. I already know the answer to, right? What do you do with that? And I know there's some things in place already as far as 2026. And I talked about, that's a market that should be viable and should have a good competitive team. I want to see that one.
Yeah, I don't see. I know your contraction. I know you were leaning towards trying to contract certain teams.
I want two-team league.
But no, they're doing things. They're an expansion team. Obviously, they're growing. They're learning as an expansion team. They are going to make mistakes. They are going to have to get things, more in line, which they've been in communication with us. And I think moving forward, it's a good market to have. And I think that it can be there. It's just got to be done exactly like you said. We've got to grow, educate, teach, and
you're not going to take any of my traps, are you?
No, not at all. I've been around you long enough to know this game.
No, again, Brandon Eichart, appreciate you coming up. It's the fourth quarter, and I don't envy you. If I've been in your shoes.
That's all right. Hey, I will say this, Todd. There are some things that people don't think
about. There's a lot of things that people don't see or think about.
Correct. And we're working on stuff, obviously, with my whole thing when I started, I told you this, and they heard on the first podcast, was just the visibility of the league in a proper manner, and we're really working on that. I mean, we've got some sponsors we've been talking to that, everybody thinks that you have to do the large things, TV deals and these things and those things. It's just about putting the standard product out there that our fans like. The fact that we're on YouTube, and I understand people complain about how they're getting it. For those that are watching it, the reason is we have to get around YouTube's analytics to make sure you guys get to see our games, okay?
I'll be honest, if I was still commissioner, they wouldn't be on YouTube. And you know why I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But no, so anyways, appreciate you coming up here. Safe travels back. We're looking forward to the playoffs. If you're bouncing around the playoffs, we may see you down the road.
Absolutely. Depends on where it ends up,
And we don't know where we'll end up, so who knows?
Absolutely. So, thank you guys for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Appreciate you coming on here.
Thanks, Brandon. Appreciate it.
That's Brandon Icard, the commissioner of the National Arena League. It's a job that, again, it sounds awesome, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
How could it be not great just being a commissioner of a football league?
Literally, and I can tell you, the really only good part of it, your name's on the football.
Yeah.
And I joked about, that's not a joke, that's true. That may be the only good part about it. And I get to hang out with James Kerwin. Cool guys like that. So
the Rouxgaroux have the football. This one's mercifully going to come to an end here in just over 3 minutes. The Beef on top, 47-6.
So we'll talk further on that, though. I'll be honest, there's some things in this league right now that are, a little suspect, They have not gone the way that we'd expect. We're seeing a game like this, this is not good.
No.
I'll just be honest, not good for the league. I'll talk now. I mean, I'm doing something for Omaha, right? There's teams like Omaha. There's teams like Sioux City. There's teams like Columbus. They deserve a good league.
Sure.
And, they need to figure this out next year. And hopefully the National Arena League's the answer.
Right. There are things that definitely need to be addressed and some things that are going to have to be done differently if the league wants to be a successful one. That's for sure.
It's tough. You are what you are perceived to be, right, Kirk?
Yeah.
And, it hasn't been good perception this year. You've had several non-league semi-pro games.
Yep.
We understand why that happened, but, you have to figure out what's the best for teams, what's the best for the league, And we get it's easy to throw in a semi-pro team, but I think there's 6 or 7 of those games throughout the league, and you see what happens, right?
Right.
Whether it's this game last week with Shreveport that turns into, if I take the commissioner as word, which I do, that's the first time I heard. Apparently the team just decided to quit playing. I mean, that's embarrassing for the league.
Yeah,
right?
It is. And the thing is, I mean, we need to try so hard because our fans deserve this.
And now we're talking a little bit for Omaha here. Omaha's a team that's been around 26 years. I mean, they need to take a look at this next year. Anyways, what's going on in this game? Go ahead.
We have a review. I think the reviewing...
It's 47-6. What are we looking at? Are we serious?
A possible fumble on the last play by the Rouxgaroux, I'm guessing. The ball did come loose.
Meanwhile, up in Sioux City, I'm not going to say it's over. It's 45-23. They're headed to the fourth quarter. We've seen a lot of points. We've seen a lot of stuff happen in Sioux City, but as it stands right now, it looks like Colorado may get the victory there, which puts us big game next Saturday.
Yeah.
There's a watch party, right?
There is a watch party, right?
I'm not going to be there, but...
You're not?
I'm like, well, I'll get there eventually. I got a daughter, and she has a recital or something.
Oh, okay.
I'll come eventually, maybe.
I probably should be there.
Where's it? Let It Fly?
No.
You should, because you're the voice of the beef.
Yeah, I should be there.
Congrats. Greg will come out with you.
Greg will be there.
Yeah. I'll get there eventually.
Yeah.
It might not be till the third or fourth quarter.
All right. DJ K-Dub, and
he'll be there.
And we'll hold down.
You know he'll be there.
Oh yeah.
And we've had some rough starts out in Colorado. You know, you think of last year. They came here this year, and we got that interception on the first play, and that just
Colorado's played better ball than they were when they were here.
Correct. They've played
some of their competition. You know, they've had some of these non-league games and stuff in there too, and whatever. So we'll see. But that's a huge game next week. That's what you expect though in these professional leagues. Games that are big, competitive, with implications for down the road. So Omaha's going to find themselves in one of those, and it can have implications to whatever happens with Beaumont. Beaumont plays this professional Shreveport team next week. Who knows who will be wearing those jerseys?
Laughing House is in
How's that happen? That should not have happened.
And has a wide open receiver.
So we talk about the concentration and whatnot. It's easy to drop it. I mean, it's a game that's not in doubt anymore, but that can't happen, right, Kirk?
Laughing House to Moore.
He's laughing all the way home.
Long touchdown pass, the second score of the night for the Rouxgaroux. Obviously, a breakdown defensively in the Beef secondary. Not accounting for Moore, and he runs free and scores the second touchdown for Shreveport here tonight. They cut the lead to 47-12. We've ticked under 2 minutes remaining. The Rouxgaroux obviously going for two. Why not? Laughing House trying to get his teammates lined up. He takes the snap, wants to throw, throws into the crowd. Incomplete. He was looking for LaMarcus Preston, and the pass is incomplete. The 2-point play fails, and the score remains 47-12. The Beef on top here in this one. We're going to take one last break here at the Slaughterhouse, and we'll be back with the final 131 in a moment.
Crystal Clear Pools was formed by a team of hard-working professionals in the greater Omaha area. With over 14 years of pool building and servicing experience, as well as over 16 years of concrete construction experience, we are well equipped to make your dream a reality. Call Crystal Clear Pools today, 402-250-9457.
This is Omaha State Farm agent Andrea Malecki. I'm not Jake or an action hero, but I'm the one showing up every day for the communities I serve. The products and services I offer help families and business owners in our local area every day, and one of my favorite ways to be a good neighbor is by supporting local. I'm so thankful for the opportunity to support the Omaha Beef football community. Call me for a quote and an insurance review today, 402-991-0100.
Back at this, and what was that?
We thought coming out of the timeout there that the Rouxgaroux may attempt an onside kick, and maybe Jefferson was trying an onside kick. I mean, he's not a kicker.
He's not a kicker. They have no kicker. Did I mention that?
And he just squibbed one into the Rouxgaroux bench. So the Beef are going to take over, and they're going to do their best to run off what's going to be the final minute of the game. We're going to come to the 1 minute warning.
But we're going to keep it right here.
Yeah, we're going to keep it right here.
Because we want to end this as soon as possible. Omaha's going to advance to 7-1, but again, big game next week out in Denver. It's who's going to host. I mean, Omaha could not even host a playoff game. Have to go out to Denver 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, that's a long
There's so many weird things there. So if you look at it that way, if Colorado were to win that game, Colorado's got to win 2 weeks in a row.
right, to advance.
Correct.
You know, Omaha's got to win 2 weeks in a row to advance. That's really what it comes down to, right?
The last time two teams played was way back on March 15th. I mean, we're talking over 2 months ago, and the Beef won easily here at the Slaughterhouse, 33-12, Todd. But you talked about it. Colorado's a much, much different team than that team that was here on
And
March
I know
15th.
the head coach, Fred Shaw, has been suspended. I don't know when that's over. It might be after that game next week, so he may be back for the playoff game.
Okay.
Because there's a 4-game suspension, I believe. Again, we don't see a lot of this from the league, so I literally do not know. So Omaha could go out there and lose, but they go back out and have to win.
Yeah, that's
in advance. So, you know,
that's an
I never
interesting
like when two
situation.
teams play each other back to back. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But it happens, even in the NFL or whatever, right? But that's what we're looking at.
And you know what's an oddity?
Don't tell me.
Is there won't be a bye week in between.
There will not be a bye week because bye weeks.
They should be done for the year, right? At this point?
Who?
Bye weeks.
Yeah, bye weeks are done. Well, I mean, Shreveport's still going to play in the playoff week. They're going to, schedule your own.
We're playing every week from here on out until we've determined a champion in the NAL, and obviously the Beef hope that they're raising that trophy on June 14th.
Defending National Arena League champion.
That's right. Brown in an empty backfield. Beef still going to throw the football here.
Good.
And it's Conliffe who makes the catch at midfield.
Well,
blow the whistle.
4 or 5 Rouxgaroux were trying to bring him down, but they couldn't. A late whistle. I agree with you, Kurt.
They're waiting so they can run one more play if they want to not run hurry up. We'll see what they want to do. It looks like they want to run hurry up.
Omaha wants to, get into the hurry up mode here with 30 seconds left in the game. Pass out to the left is caught by Conliffe. He's knocked into the boards inside
keep the clock running, so he didn't give himself up out of bounds, and that will end the game if Omaha elects to. And I believe they will. Although Brandon Grove's talking to his quarterback. No, now he's changed his mind.
Yeah, he said, let's just get out of here with the 35-point win.
So Omaha advances to 7-1. Final regular season game here at the Slaughterhouse. We may be back here in 2 weeks. Omaha will be playing in 2 weeks. We will find out where. But, it was pretty one-sided. Omaha gave up a couple bad plays and something to improve on, right? They're going to look back at those two. Those are blown plays that, again, we talked about finishing the game, right, Kirk?
Yeah.
You have to play it all, and, they let it down a little.
Well, nobody got hurt.
That's the bottom line. So, final score, Omaha 47, Shreveport 12. Omaha goes to 7-1. Shreveport, we're not actually sure, but they're out. It's done. Good luck to them going forward with their semi-pro schedule. And Omaha will go out to Colorado next week. Winner of that game will host the playoff game in the National Division. Follow the National Arena League Network as we advance to the playoffs. For Kirk Heyer, for Jason Unger, for Greg Hendricks, who gave me my headsets, Todd Walkenhorse. We will see you hopefully in 2 weeks from the Slaughterhouse. Good night, everybody.